late. We are a little bit late. Hello. Hello.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. It is January 10th, 2024. It is a whole new year.
Does it feel super close?
No, I think it's okay.
Okay, good.
It always feels close for me. But good morning. Good morning. You feel what?
I feel like I need my glasses stronger.
Oh, then you probably do. You
Maybe
definitely do.
maybe just the reading part of it. I've got to get a reading test.
Oh, maybe. Good luck.
With Crazy Doctor.
Crazy
Crazy
good
Dr.
morning.
Starko. Well, I forgot my tooth.
Actually, yes.
You guys, I
Why are we so disheveled and out of it this morning? I don't know. I guess because we've sort of had a break. We hope everybody else had a really nice break. Is this on Do Not Disturb? Because we just got a... I don't think I did that.
We're live.
We are live. Don't disturb us.
Here's the thing. Every January, motivation is low.
You think?
For me, how about you?
I just feel like December's always so busy and wild, and that in between Christmas and New Year's you slow down, and I'm very slow to come out of that, like slow down. I don't know if it's that I'm, what did you say, not motivated? I don't know that it's that I'm not motivated, but I'm definitely loving the slowdown phase of the holidays.
I couldn't deal with this today.
Well, good thing. You look so cute in hats.
Oh, I haven't done this for a while, you guys.
What? Worn a hat?
Yeah.
Right. Cheers.
ASMR.
Little Coke Zero cheers for your morning.
Ah!
I think.
Happy New Year.
Happy
Welcome,
Wednesday.
everybody.
Happy Wednesday.
We're the grocery girls.
We are. And we're coming to you from very snowy Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Good morning.
I'm Tracie.
I'm Jodie.
And we're going to talk some knitting. Not just some, but a lot. I got a few things to share.
But we got to catch up on... We've been off for like a month.
Yeah. But no, it wasn't.
Well, the
Because
last one was the 14th.
Our Zoom was the 16th.
Oh, yeah. I
So,
think 4 weeks.
I'm glad. It's only the 10th.
No, but
3
4
weeks.
weeks. Do you know what I mean? Like...
I think that's only 3 weeks.
It could be.
Yeah. But whatever it is, it felt nice to have a break. What did you think about that?
3.5 weeks.
3.5 calendar
16.
weeks.
1, 2, 3.
So yeah, basically missing one.
Had a great break.
Yes.
Some much needed time away from work, time
Yes.
away from
Schedules.
social media.
Yes, definitely.
Recharge with my family.
Definitely.
But and then Shane and I always go away. Well, always. For the last few years, we've started like a tradition of going away for New Year's to Banff.
Nice.
And we just
amazing.
eat good food, do a little walking around, and totally chill.
That's so nice.
Listen, the food
In a change of scenery, right?
Well, you're in the mountains.
It's just
stunning.
gorgeous. You don't even have to be doing anything. Just the surroundings
Yeah.
are like, like it's that
Yeah.
peaceful feeling.
Last year we remembered it was like minus 30, so there was like no walking around very much or very little. This year it was like plus 3.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Our weather's been crazy. But it's even nice, even when it's minus 30, to just go for a drive.
Yes.
Like, we'll just drive around randomly up there
Yeah.
because we're never up there.
Yeah. Lake Louise is 40 minutes away.
Yeah.
We went to a couple new restaurants. I did tell you guys last year about Bluebird. They've now been there a full year. Stellar, upscale steakhouse. It's amazing. A new restaurant, if anyone's going, is Lupo. It's Italian.
Okay.
And it was amazing.
Yeah, you were dying. You said the food was so good.
I had it's all fresh pasta in-house. I had fresh pesto pasta, really good.
That sounds right up my alley. I would have loved that.
And now we're back to,
It's funny. So we've had this huge break, but I don't necessarily have a ton of knitting to show because, like, all of December I just knit for other people, and that's all gone. And I did finish one project and start a new project, but you would think I would have a giant pile of knitting to share.
you do have your sweater.
I do have my sweater.
I should have gotten my cowl from Mom. I loved the cowl I knit for her.
Yes. No, just make
No.
one for yourself.
Didn't I show it? Did I show it?
Mm-mm. I don't think
No.
so. There was just coffee.
It's so good.
Yeah, it was so good. Maybe, oh, darn it. Okay. Maybe you should make another one.
Lupo means wolf. That's cool.
Yeah, totally cool.
Yeah.
What was I going to say to you? Maybe, do you think you would make another one of those cowls?
Yes.
Yeah. Make one
It
for
had
yourself.
a tiny bit of lace, you guys. I'll show you a picture when we talk about
It was a bandana.
FOs.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Bandana style, which
Yeah.
is so great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't go anywhere. We actually had a lovely Christmas, quiet, which is kind of, we're so lucky that all of our families in the same city.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to go far. We don't have to split a lot of time. And then everybody got sick in our house. So it was like very quiet week, you know, New Year's on for that week. But I wasn't going anywhere anyway. It was
No.
okay.
No.
It was not so bad.
Well,
A lot of movies and pajamas and...
I mean, it's not terrible, but when you're feeling crummy, it's
Yeah, and
it's
it wasn't
not
like
fun.
vomiting and fevers and stuff. It was just like that wicked head cold thing.
Yeah.
I actually kept taking COVID tests going, I wonder if this is COVID finally, because you just kept saying it just feels like a head cold and I'm pretty tired.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kept taking the
That's what it
test.
felt like
Yeah,
for
yeah,
me.
yeah. Anyway, not supposedly, but whatever. I'm feeling much better, ready to roll.
Oh, we were so lucky that winter hadn't come yet.
I know.
Like, I'm just wrapping my brain around it. Was like, we were so lucky because that was so unusual to have that warm weather. But then it's like, just kidding. Here's a dump of snow and it's minus 30.
Just when you get comfortable. It's true. We had weather so warm, right up until like a week ago.
Good news. A polar vortex from Siberia is coming.
Hallelujah. We've been waiting.
And that's not a joke.
It isn't a joke. And there's huge parts of the U.S. too also being affected by this. So there's a lot of people having snow days today, I think.
Look at
Ellie's
Ellie.
decided to join us. Hi, Ellie.
See, she doesn't need to be put away. She'll be a good girl.
Ellie.
Um,
She is a great girl.
good news. We got Nancy's Christmas card.
I just got mine the other day and I was trying to explain it to Jeff and I was like, it's Christmas card Nancy. And he's like, what?
No. Oh, that's so funny. You guys remember we met Nancy? We talked about Nancy a couple of years ago already.
Because we made her Christmas card.
Yes.
And she sent us a copy.
Yes.
And it was so cute. And it was like, she's a crazy knitter and enjoys hanging out here on YouTube with us. But yes, we did we get to the Farmer's Daughter Fibres retreat in June in Montana. And who's sitting at the table?
Nancy.
Christmas card Nancy.
That's what she said. She goes, hi, I'm Christmas card Nancy. I said, yes, you are. And
Hallelujah.
we were fast friends right from Christmas
Totally.
card.
Yes, right from that minute. She's a sweetheart. So I loved getting this card. Now it's like not a card of strangers. It's a card of people we've met and hugged and hung out with and adore. So
Do you know I love...
this is a beautiful card.
My daughter said, would you be the person to do like little update cards at the end of the year? And I said, yeah, if I wasn't lazy, I think I would do something like this because I love getting it.
I feel like, and not only getting it, but having it like your own, tuck it away every year.
Every year.
Yeah.
'Cause-
And it's not lazy, Jody. It's when you work for yourself and we've always been in retail.
Yeah.
That's not the business that has time off a week before Christmas.
No, December is always, notoriously been crazy busy.
Go, right up till Christmas Eve. So our rhythm has been busy right up till then. I feel like basically you have to get this organized like a month ahead of time, right? Before it gets too nuts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I wish I had done that. I wish I had done that.
In June, Nancy visited Montana for the first time for a knitter's retreat where she befriended her favorite YouTube grocery girls in real life. And then we hung out and we planned and we met at Flock Fiber.
Yeah.
and
like
spent
2
time
months
with
later.
her adorable daughter Zoe, and met her husband and her son.
Alex.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a highlight. Thank you, Nance.
It was such a treat. I had such a huge smile on my face when I
Yeah.
got that card. So thank you, Nancy and Zoe
Did you
and
notice
Alex
how
and Aram.
beautiful her handwriting is on the card, on the envelope?
Yeah.
It was really
She's
pretty.
basically good at everything.
Yeah, well, whatever. Love it.
Oh, that's so funny.
Okay, so we're back. January.
We're having a hard time getting traction.
Do you know, I didn't knit a lot either.
Yeah.
I'm having not low motivation because I've had that before and this isn't it. I'll talk about it when I show you my yarn, you guys. I can't pinpoint a pattern.
Yeah, totally.
I can't pull the trigger.
When we talk about what we've got on our needles or whatever, I had such a hard time choosing a pattern. And you're going to be like, well, that's it? That's what you picked? But there's the whole thought process behind it. But the same thing. I made a swatch, went to Ravelry, started looking at those swatches, and it's kind of a whole thing because I had planned on knitting a certain pattern.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, that's not what you think it is. And I looked again, and you were totally right. So I would love to talk about that a little bit.
Well, you were close. I think you would have been okay with that pattern.
When I just looked at sizes.
I know.
No, but the whole theory behind that.
I know.
I would love to just quickly chat and seriously, literally ask the question, what is the theory behind? Like, I don't get it. Anyway, and I don't agree with it. So, anyway.
Do you know what also?
But I feel that. Not knowing what to knit. Like, what's coming up next?
I want so badly to cast on, you guys. And even I had an injection this weekend, so I had to chill and do nothing.
Yeah.
You would have thought I would have cast on a sweater.
Yeah, you would have thought.
Anyway, I will. I'm sure I'll get great suggestions. And I think it's going to come down to not overthinking it.
Right. Just pick one.
Just pick one.
You got lots of yarn. You can pick the next one next time.
Yeah.
I
So,
agree. I
think
agree.
that's going to be it.
I love it. You can't go wrong with this yarn I see sitting here, so.
I got my favorite knit ever gifted to me this holiday season.
Oh!
Do you guys want to see it? And I haven't worn it, and do you know how hard it's been? Because I wanted them to be
Why?
perfect to show you guys.
Jodie, you should just wear them. I can't believe this is your perfect favorite knit ever.
This is my favorite knit I've ever gotten. I love every single knit.
Yeah, I totally get it.
Socks.
Frankie Socks.
Frankie Socks. Tell us about these, Trace.
Okay, this is a super cute pattern that I've eyed forever. It's free on Ravelry. It's called Ankle Kitty Socks. And it's a free download. And when you see it, you'll see she's got little black shorty socks and a cat face on top of them. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, Jodie needs a pair of these.
Yes.
And the pattern you can either do intarsia for this part while you're knitting or like a duplicate stitch.
Actually,
and I cranked this as a tube on my sock machine.
If you didn't tell me, I would have thought it would have been a color work or intarsia. I didn't realize it was.
Oh my gosh. It's like 25 minutes of duplicate stitch. I
Duplicate-
don't know why you'd fool around with
duplicate
intarsia.
stitch, you guys. So just imagine this as a tube, and then look, you embellish it to make it a kitty.
Right. So you'd be doing intarsia in the round, which that's something I want to learn. And I don't know that yet, but I would love to learn it. So anyway, this is Frankie Gray yarn in the color eucalyptus and linen. And a little scrap of a...
Let's call it parchment because we don't have linen right now. If people
Okay,
are looking.
parchment.
It's very, very, very similar to parchment.
Anyway, and a little bit of scraps of like dove mouse gray and one of the hotter pinks. And you just... More duplicate stitch. I'm so glad you like them.
To look down
they were
at
so
your
fun.
feet and have these on your feet,
Yeah.
they're just adorable.
They were super cute. And they're a vanilla sock with a little bit of zhuzh.
So
they're not...
You've cut in the heel.
I cut in an afterthought heel, and when I cranked the tube, I did a folded hem on the machine.
Yep.
And then it was all stockinette. And then I stopped at a certain point and changed my yarn color to the cream. And then in the picture... The cat color goes right to the toes, but I think I started the cat color too far up. So I felt like it would be like weird.
A long cat.
Just a really weird.
I really like how you did this.
I really like the toes too. So I'm so glad you like them. I had so much fun making
I
them.
can't even.
And they're so easy.
Us cat people are weird. So like
No,
you slap
not
a cat
really.
on anything and we think
That's
it's the
true.
best thing
That is
ever.
kind of true. Good.
But
Good. They were
they're
tons of fun
so
to make.
thoughtful.
And
I
not
love doing
hard.
it.
Not hard to make.
But fun having, and that's what we love about these things that are, we call vanilla, but like are very plain. Not plain is even a bad word. Just straightforward.
Right.
But you can add these embellishments, and it's like you got a cat.
Let me tell you, even just those things that I would duplicate stitch a heart
Yeah.
on or a little daisy on, like that took 5 minutes, but it
Yeah.
was very plain, whatever the other thing was, and that just one little element of embellishment just turned the corner for me where it made it kind of special. And I don't think special has to mean complicated or hard. Like if you want to
No.
knit something, don't feel like you've got to find the hardest brioche or cable hat or whatever just because you're making it for a gift. Everybody loves a classic stockinette beanie.
Totally.
It's special because it comes from you
Yeah.
and you were thinking of that person and maybe you chose a color you thought they would love or whatever. That's not what makes it special, that it's difficult.
Did you complete Christmas knitting?
Yes.
Did you add extra because you
No.
completed early?
No, I literally finished right at the end. I did not think I would finish my son's ribbed beanie, that basic beanie by Tin Can Knits, but I did.
It looks so good. It's a 1x1 rib. I can see
He wears it all the time.
it's amazing. And the fit, you guys, on a 1x1.
Yeah. And that yarn that I showed you that I got from Statement Junkie, it was Knitting Fever. It was Painted Sky. It's called worsted weight color changing.
So beautiful.
Yeah. It was 100% Australian wool and it was kind of all marled like a hand spun. And I used maybe 90% of the ball to do a men's size large, like not playing yarn chicken at all. So it was
And a nice
$20.
Love it.
Folded brim. Anyway, he seems to like it
Bob's
because
your
every
uncle.
time I've seen him since, he's been wearing it.
I agree.
So, and he also asked for socks for his birthday. They also went away. They went away to Canmore over the New Year, and he said, "I wore those wool socks, Mom, every single day."
Listen.
I said, "You're finally there, like where you're like, there's nothing better than the hand knit wool socks." So I'm thrilled about that. So I'm gonna make him a little stack of socks, I think, for his birthday.
I love that.
Yeah, and he
When
likes
someone
shorties. Huh?
When someone says they love socks,
Yes.
thank God he didn't say, I love the sweater you knit me. Could you knit
Right.
me another?
Right. I don't even know if he would like a woolly sweater. Probably at some point. But-
Don't open that can of worms.
Oh, listen. Totally.
That's so funny.
Okay, let me show you my Christmas gift from Jody, part of my gift. She knit me the fuzziest, coziest. This is fingering weight yarn and mohair.
Slipper socks.
They are, I've been wearing them all the time. Not like you where I'm
Don't
using
kill yourself.
No, I don't kill myself, but let me tell you, my feet get freezing and you just slip these on and it's instant. They're not freezing. The instant
Instantly,
warmth.
yeah.
They're the coziest, most beautiful. But you guys, Jody did a whole round of embroidery, and I need to hear all about this. You're so
Okay.
good. You're so crafty, but you actually saw this in the Embroidery on Knits book that came out.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me all about it. Tell me everything. Yarn colors, everything.
This is called Antique Shop.
Love it.
It's a newer color. I did the mohair and fingering for the tube, which equals a DK
So
for
all
me.
antique shop, or
No, I think
Maybe
maybe it was like a really light pink.
sure.
And then I used straight DK for the heels and toes.
Oh, you did. Okay, that
Yeah.
totally makes sense. Yes, there's no halo there.
And
In what color?
chestnut.
Oh, I love it. It's like you know me.
Well, because there's a bit of a chestnut
Yes.
speckle on the sock.
It goes so well.
I love that mauve and chestnut
Me
together.
too.
I think it pairs so beautifully.
Totally, Jody.
And then in Embroidery on Knits, you guys, there's a pair of dark plum mittens, and she's got two runs of this stitch. So I went to our little shop in my next bedroom, grabbed the book,
Gonna go shopping at Grocery Girls.
and then this was the stitch. I held DK double.
I see that. Now tell me, have you ever, and it's so easy, right?
Yes.
No trouble.
They had a step-by-step drawn tutorial. I had zero trouble following.
And French knots,
I'm obsessed with a French knot.
right?
Yeah. And you know what the thing with this was made it so easy? Is this because it's a folded hem, you guys? I did by mistake catch a couple times. I don't know if you noticed.
No, I didn't notice.
Oh.
Happy freaking New Year, Michelle of Woolens and Nosh. And hello, Kevin and Amanda and Star.
But because twice on that one on the inside, you could see a little float. But because
Oh my God, only because you pointed
because
it
it was
out,
a
I never
folded
would've known.
hem, everything is like
So you
all
did the
in the
embroidery and then
no, I did it after.
you did it after. So it was a little more challenging.
Do you know, it was super easy.
I feel like that is what I'm learning about these. First of all, I only do easy embroidery stitches, but it's always easier than I thought it would be. And it's also so easy to pull out.
I did that once.
When you, well, of course, you're going to make mistakes, but it's so easy to just pull it out and start over.
And you know what I did? That was but used obviously the stitches to count, and it was like skip 4 stitches, and that's where you start your next stitch. It was so
It's
easy.
so perfectly.
No measuring.
You can see that there's like they're exactly. It's so perfect, Jody.
Thank you.
So
it was
beautiful.
fun. It was really fun.
I did a little, I don't know, Instagram story or something where my showing these off, and somebody said, "Oh, that embroidery is perfect." I said, "It's all right." I said, "I know she did such a great job." I feel like, I don't know, I love wearing these. I have worn them so much. I will continue to wear them. They're usually actually in the living room because for some reason I walk around barefoot all the time.
How could you? My feet would be frozen.
Yes, and then I go look for these.
Perfect.
I've been wearing, I don't know, I just love bare feet. I feel like when I overheat, like when my body's overheated, if I rip off my socks, I feel not as confined or hot.
Yeah.
Like it's partly claustrophobic, partly just heat. But I always find that if I do that, like if I just don't have socks on, I'm much better. So that's part of the reason I'm barefoot.
Okay, somebody asked.
They're so beautiful.
We glossed
Thank you.
over, but this is a brand new book called Embroidery on Knits, and it is a beautiful
I'm going to pull it up. It's from Lina Magazine.
And
Publishing.
That's just what it is. It's not. It's embellishing your knitting and ways to do that, and there's patterns available.
Trust me, you need
It's
it.
so
You
beautiful.
need this book.
Yeah.
Especially, okay, so here's a video of like, this is for swatches from the book.
That is
so
incredible.
It can get incredibly difficult, but it's also very basic as well, options.
I actually feel like next time I probably would have done a single strand.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
And it's just a totally different look, right? Listen, this book, if you love to knit and you love to embroider, look at that. I want to do that.
Very some of those are very Scandinavian.
It's just so inspirational. And it's got everything in it. Say you've never even embroidered anything. This is a great book. That's the book right there. Do we have some in stock? We're carrying this book. We love all the books that Lina publishes.
I'm going to tell you right
now.
But
it was so inspiration. It's for me, like I'm leafing through it like it's a cookbook. You know, like you love to cook and you want to get ideas and inspired. This is like the embroidery on knits version of that for me. I'm definitely going to be doing embroidery on knits.
Mm.
And that's part of the reason I was having trouble casting on my sweater.
Are you an embroiderer?
Because I thought maybe I should just pick something that the embroidery after is going to be. So I am at the point right now on this sweater, I can make all kinds of decisions. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I totally want to do an embroidery.
Tracie, I love that.
Isn't that a good idea?
Yes.
I love color work, and I just finished cables, and I love all kinds of those things, but I've never really done one with, I mean, I love that red stripe one that I have that I did embroidery on so much. It's one of my all-time favorite sweaters.
I feel like that should be your end game.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that.
That was definitely one of the main options that I was considering. So I do love it.
Can you talk about the sweater you're knitting?
Oh, what?
I mean, wearing?
This old, and I do mean old thing.
How long was it in your whip for?
I started it December 2022, and you had so this was a test knit. So we finished the yoke and
Can I just say,
a sleeve.
what were you thinking joining a test knit in December?
I don't need your judgy judge.
I'm just saying.
I know. And I
Okay.
knew that at the
Keep going.
time.
Okay.
But here's the thing: the test knit was the yoke and a sleeve.
Right. You completed your test knit.
I completed my test knit on time, absolutely. So that's, I think, why I said yes. Plus, this pattern, when she was sneak peeking it, I was like, I would love that sweater. And I really should have just waited for the pattern to come out. Not for any other reason other than it was a busy time of year. But I was really happy to do the test knit because I learned a lot. I had never done a sweater like this. So this is this is called the Eclair Raglan by Laura Penrose. It's a fabulous pattern. It came out last year. I'm 10 out of 10, love this sweater. But I had never done a sweater with a raglan increase as well as increasing your pattern.
It's so cool.
So yes, there is a big chart in the pattern. There's charts and everything you need. But ultimately, when you know the design, you don't even need that to keep increasing. Like if you know that it's knit to, purl to, blah, 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 all the way along, you will just sort of get in that rhythm.
Yeah.
But the pattern's fantastic. It's got everything that you need. It is a crew neck raglan pullover with this fun little, I guess looks like the eclair icing, right? That white icing on an eclair.
Yeah.
So it's ribbed. It's got these rows of baubles, which were completely optional. You don't have to do them, but I am a bauble girl. I love a bauble. And it's just, I did it to my hips. It's cozy sweatshirty.
It's so good.
I did it in Brooklyn tweed shelter in the color postcard, which is so weird because it's like, is it gray? Is it lavender? Is it pink?
It's all of that.
And then in the tweed, there's this bright tomatoey red. I can't even. I have loved this yarn for so much. I bought the yarn for myself as a birthday present.
Is this your first?
I think in
full garment
2022
that you've knit out of Brooklyn tweed.
Yes, it's the only one I've knit, Jodie. You knit one for me.
Isn't this the softest?
Okay, it's the only one I've knit out of Shelter. I knit that beautiful sweater in Imbue.
Oh yeah.
But this Brooklyn tweed Shelter to me is like this style or this exact yarn. It's the perfect sweater yarn. It's woolen spun, light as a feather. It keeps you really warm without being heavy. I love the one you made for me. I wear it every single week.
It's giant on you when I see it on you.
I wear it every weekend.
Okay.
Every weekend. Leggings and that sweater.
It's so...
I could not love it more.
So when Shibui left, I'm sure but they're back.
They're back.
But when Shibui left, I'm sure there were people crying going, I cannot believe this was my Desert Island yarn.
Right.
This could be my Desert Island commercially... It's not really commercially, but...
No. But I get what you mean. It's
love...
not hand dyed. Listen, Linda.
Love.
This, I enjoyed every single minute of this pattern and the yarn. And I mean, I did the Italian sewn bind off. When I was like years ago, I wasn't really knitting sweaters, but you would hear people talk about certain yarns. Mm-hmm. And they would say, Brooklyn tweed, loft and shelter. Oh my gosh, it breaks all the time when you knit with it.
I was nervous, if I'm honest, when I bought it. But
Right.
I had to try it.
I have never had it break.
Not once. Not once.
And I'm not kidding you. I had meters of this yarn and I'm dragging it through stitches, doing this big sewn bind off. It didn't even feel once like it might break.
So that might have been the people that are really tight with their tension.
Maybe. I'm not saying that it hasn't broken for people, but also the beauty of knitting with this kind of natural wool. I didn't have any ends. I had one end to weave in because I wet spliced from ball to ball. I never wove in ends.
Wow. I never do that.
Oh my God. It was amazing. And you literally have this smooth fabric. You never ever have an end anywhere that you have to worry about. So this was, the pattern's beautiful. It's as much, I love the finished object as much as I coveted when Laura was showing hers. And I got exact gauge. This is not something that ever happens. When I swatched for the test knit, which let me tell you, there's no leeway. You need to get gauge
Yeah.
for a test knit, right? So I was a little bit nervous. I was exactly on gauge for the test. So it was a great yarn
What
to
needle
use for the
size?
pattern. I used 4.5 millimeter needle
Mm,
on the body, and I used a 3.75 on the ribbing.
okay.
So it was not small needles. And I've worn it like it's the third day of the week. I've worn it twice. I wore it Monday. I wore it today. I just love it.
It's amazing.
And I will definitely buy myself more. I feel like that would be such a good thing to buy myself every year on my birthday, Brooklyn tweed.
Oh,
Because that's what I did. I bought this for myself for my birthday.
which we all should do for our birthday. Buy ourselves a gift.
It was very, I didn't need, that's the thing. I know I don't need any yarn, but it was like, here's a little treat.
What's that 13 Dead End Drive? Is that a game or a puzzle?
Yeah.
Is it a fun game?
I don't know. Georgia got it. We have to play it.
I do love a game.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
played games on Christmas Eve.
Did you?
Yeah, that's what we've gotten into. It's
Did you? Yeah, that's really fun.
yeah.
I love a games night. Anytime. I love a
Chameleon.
games night.
It's a new game, but you have to play it with a few people.
Okay.
You can do 4, but more is better because you're trying to figure out who's lying about the card they have. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
it was good.
Okay.
It was fun.
Did you notice our new sign?
I do. I love it.
It's from our mom.
Ah.
She came when they came back from Arizona in December. She had a bag of goodies, and this was in there. So I love it. She's so funny. Anytime she sees a sheep or an alpaca,
I know.
we get little treaties and little Christmas ornaments and fun things like that.
You know what I did get this year from her that I actually think is so adorable? It's a reusable bag, but it's got colorful knit stitches on it.
Oh, yes.
Don't you love that
Yes.
one?
Oh, my gosh.
It's funny, anything knitting or sheepy, and I love it. I love that.
It's
she
just like
thinks
the crazy
that.
cat people. You throw a sheep on it, and I'm like, oh, of course I need it.
Totally.
Right?
Yes.
Sheep or yarn,
I wish
you name it.
I had her programmed if she sees anything cat related.
Well, you just need to remind her because
Yeah.
she's always out.
Just say I like cats. I like cats.
I was watching Jennifer Garner on her Instagram yesterday, and she does that funny pretend cooking show. She just films herself doing a recipe,
God, I
and
love
she's
her.
just so real. I love her.
Yeah.
I feel like, she's just so real, and that's my kind of person. I just love that kind
She's
of
a
person.
knitter.
Well, then I love her even
No,
more.
I think I'm making that up, but she should be.
Listen, in my mind, she's so wonderful. She must
Mm-hmm.
be a knitter. But she was wearing a sweatshirt that said favorite daughter. And her family is 3 daughters. So I can imagine like her mom giving everybody a favorite daughter sweatshirt or her dad giving everybody a favorite daughter sweatshirt.
I would
for
buy
Christmas.
that for myself.
Totally. And mean it.
Totally.
Anyway,
Favorite daughter, and then the back says never.
not.
Totally.
That's so funny. Anyway, so I finished my sweater, and let me tell you, it feels freaking fabulous to get a whip that I've been staring at for a year done. There's no
Yeah.
reason this should have been sitting for a year.
But also here, there's no timeline on whips. If
I know.
It sits for years.
I know.
It's okay.
I
Don't
know.
feel guilty about your bags.
I don't feel guilty, but it's like, why? Like, you think there's usually a problem with the pattern or you don't love something about the fit. Like, every time I tried this on, I was like, oh, I love it. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I love it.
Yeah.
Why didn't I just finish it
Right.
sooner?
Lip gloss brought to you by Blistex today.
Oh, you guys, I have a new favorite lip gloss. See the shimmer? See that shimmer? Jodie, I'll get you one.
No, I'll buy it. Bobbi
It's
Brown.
Bellini.
That's not new.
I know it's not new,
But you bought it again.
but I've never really had it. Let me tell you, they kept changing everything. What's this one?
That's an OG. Bellini is amazing.
It's fabulous. I want to be that person with one thing. One lipstick, one lip gloss. I don't need a
I
drawer
know.
full. I've been cleaning out the old makeup drawer because I have a bunch of stuff that I don't use and it
Right.
just overwhelms everything. So I'm just keeping the things I do use.
Okay, so
Uh-huh.
what else do I have to show? Well, do you have any more FOs?
I have another. Yes, I do have an. Okay, do you want to see my Tesselated Vest?
Did you burn it? Did you get back to it? No, you didn't. I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of me. I finished this sweater on the
That
Saturday.
sounds fucking awful. I would have never done that.
Oh, it was so easy. It's
No.
one yarn. It's one yarn around. It was mosaic knitting.
Okay.
So I just sat there with it on my lap, and
Okay,
so here's
okay.
the thing. Listen, Linda, this thing was not bringing me joy. Not bringing me joy. I didn't like the fit. I feel like I chose the wrong size. It has nothing to do with the yarn.
So ultimately, had you been like, oh, this is taking a long time, but I cannot wait to wear it.
Right. It was the totally opposite
Yeah.
from what this eclair sweater was for me. It was, I enjoyed actually the knitting. The slipping stitches, knit, slip. I thought the rhythm to knit it was fun, but it took forever to grow, and I just didn't like the way it fit. Ultimately, that's probably the biggest deciding factor that I did not. So the Tesselated Vest is one of Andrea Mowry's Rhinebeck patterns of 2023. She did the pullover, she did the vest, and I've never really frogged anything before because of that. And I just thought to myself, now I just have this fresh space in my brain. I'm not looking at this 6 inches of a vest that I know I never want to wear, right? Like, I just want to make something else out of this. The yarn is amazing. It's spin cycle, dyed in the wool. This is the Mississippi Marsala color. It's gorgeous.
You know what I think? You should knit a tessellated hat.
Maybe.
There's no pattern.
I should knit 6 tessellated
But
hats.
I think you should.
With all the yarn I have. I'm going to do something else with it.
Yeah.
This is the gorgeous Fua Fua from Moondrake.
Yeah.
100% brushed cashmere. This is not going to sit in a bag.
Oh, yeah. You couldn't
It's
have thrown this away.
phenomenal.
I couldn't have thrown this
And then,
away.
of course, the Farmer's Spinster's daughter from Farmer's Daughter in their Willow Creek color. I freaking love it. I love it. So
I can see you in a whole sweater of this.
Well, I'm thinking I have to look for another vest pattern.
Yeah, you should.
Maybe color work.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about that pattern. I am not here telling you this is not a good pattern. It's a fabulous pattern. So many people loved it. It just wasn't floating my boat.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think I chose the wrong size.
So had you tried it on and go, oh, this is going to be good.
If I tried it on and thought, ooh, this looks like great, I would have toughed it out.
I actually think I could completely picture you in this sweater, but obviously there's zero give with mosaic and colorwork knitting all over. Zero give. So if you are automatically thinking this might not be the good size for me.
And it was too big. So here's the thing. If it's a little snug, I feel like it can almost look better. Right?
Of course.
Then I don't know. For me, that's what I was feeling.
Yeah. Good. Look at you.
Listen, this felt so good.
New year, new you.
This sweater was blocking as I was unraveling this one, and it felt really, really good. So now
Summer did the same thing.
Did she? So whatever. It's not a reflection of the pattern in any way. It is 100% I chose the wrong size, and then I was just over it. Right? I didn't feel it had it in me to start over. But I will use the yarn. I feel like I've got enough yarn to make some other kind of vest.
I think it would be gorgeous.
You know I want to make a vest.
You've always talked about it.
I keep failing at vests.
What was your other one?
I totally changed the yarn from like a DK to a worsted, and again, it was gigantic. Listen, I am not quitting.
See?
It's going to be a vest. Say hi to Bill, Amanda. Aw, have so much fun.
God, I wish we lived closer to her.
I know. I know. So anyway, that was liberating. And it feels really good to have fresh, like, nothing hanging over me.
I feel like that would feel good to put that away.
It really did.
We're moving past the Tesselated Vest.
Right.
Not that it was, you're right, beautiful pattern,
Listen, I
beautiful
see
end
people
results.
wearing theirs, and I think that looks amazing. Right? That's the whole reason I wanted to knit it. Because it looks so good.
We're on point.
Totally. Thank you. And the yarn is fantastic. So it's just going to have a new life. I don't know what it's going to be. If anybody has any suggestions, put them in the comments. I would love that.
Golden Globes.
I know. Were they on the same night as the Emmys?
Well, that was a scheduling error, if that's what happened.
Because all of a sudden I'm seeing Emmy winners and Golden Globe winners
You're
the same night.
right.
How stupid was that? But yes, I love that kind of stuff.
Oh, just, I don't need to meet one person.
No.
But if I could have had a chair on the side.
Just be invisible and walk around and listen to everybody. And,
Just to see everybody in that
yeah.
room. And it's relaxed.
That's a fun, that's a giant crowd. Like giant in like big names in the industry, but pretty small group.
Is Joe Coy, is that his name?
Yeah.
Could he have bombed worse? He was terrible.
I've never thought he was funny.
Well, I've never seen him do stand-up.
He has a special on Netflix, and we like watching stand-up specials. But we didn't watch his whole one. It just didn't grab us. Whatever.
I wonder what happened if it was true that he was only chosen or took the gig.
That's what
10 days ago.
That's what I want to know.
Who was supposed to do it? Who backed out?
Right. And why?
Emmys are this coming Monday. There's always, like a head.
Oh, because Oprah was there.
But like they give out, because they can't give out all the awards on TV.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, I found him to be, looked like his head was going to pop off. He was so stressed and not funny, and nobody else thought he was funny.
Anyway.
I don't know. Maybe there's a backstory there. I don't know. But
he's not funny?
That maybe he's not popular in that crowd either.
Sure.
Because sometimes even when someone's not funny, the crowd kind of gets behind you and you can feel like they're maybe supporting you a little. I just felt like there was a big wall between him and the crowd, that nobody thought that was funny. But I do love listening to everybody, and everybody looked phenomenal, and so many great people won, and then other ones that I think, geez, maybe I've got to go back and look at some of those
Succession
films and TV shows.
I got to finish The Bear.
Oh, I love The Bear.
It won.
I'm happy it won.
Are you surprised?
Well, I would have to look again to see who those people were up against. But I thought, everybody in the show was phenomenal.
Yeah.
The acting's phenomenal. The writing's phenomenal. The story's amazing. You'll love it.
Oppenheimer got several.
Yeah. I was hoping that Martin Scorsese would win that director one. But again, huge competition. Like, there's so much good stuff out there at the same time.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
None of my housewives were
what?
Nominated, but whatever.
They should have, like,
fingers crossed at the Emmys.
Tackiest, trashiest, something award.
Yeah.
So that somebody in that category would win.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to do that.
Yeah. Emma Stone's dress.
She's a hoot. I love her.
Oh, anyway.
I want to watch that one that she was nominated for.
I know. It's on.
I saw it.
Yeah.
I don't know where I saw that it was available, but we'll
Paramount,
have to watch it.
Netflix?
I watched the trailer and thought, that's so weird. I don't know if I can watch that.
Really?
Yeah. But I obviously love her, so of course I'll try.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, love the Golden Globes.
So I'm knitting a hat. It will be a pattern, I think.
Jodie, it's so pretty.
But I'm just...
Look at you.
I thought, you know what? I want to do cables. I want to dip into cables.
Good call.
And so I'm just... it's super easy, you guys. It's one cable row every 7th knit 2, purl 2.
That's nice.
So it's a ribbed hat, and then there's a bit of a crisscross here, and there's a bit of a like a thing here.
It's beautiful, Jode.
So it'll be a DK Wade hat.
It's so pretty. It's gorgeous.
I didn't feel like doing decreases. It's done. I just have to do the decreases. But I have to write them down, right? So I didn't feel like just going. I could have finished them, but I have to write them down.
Right.
It'll be DK, but this one is knit in fingering and mohair.
It's gorgeous.
Look at yarn chicken.
Wow.
Yarn chicken.
No, you know what that is? Was that a whole skein?
Good planning. No, part skein.
I was going to say, I love a pattern that's like that, where you kind of use it up.
This is a brand new color I'll show you in this game. Oh, no, this is just a fun color I had. Fun with speckles one day.
Cheryl wants your colorwork pattern out in the world.
Cheryl.
Jodie.
It is coming to you. Cheryl, I'm saying this. I've said it so many times. Before our next podcast, Cheryl, it will be published.
Good.
It's ready. It just has to. I need help with the chart.
Oh, well,
Just a
send
tiny
it
bit of the
over.
chart. Because when I did it, you know when you do the lines for decreases, but I can't make it a color.
Not even like a dark gray?
Well, it just has one option for decrease, and I don't know how to put the color in it. So you know what color?
Oh, no. I can make it have a color on
Okay,
whatever
yeah.
I use. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Every stitch in a chart for the one I use, you could make it a color.
So
As
it just
well
must
as
be
an
me.
action, right? Like,
So I do make it a color
SS
first, and then put an action over top, maybe?
well, I don't know. Give it a try. I'm not sure. I don't have any experience with what you're using.
What am I using again?
I don't know. But when you said it, I was like, oh, I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah. Okay. It's ready. It's basically ready. It
Okay.
just needs to be tech edited.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So
It's
yeah,
just-
in a couple of weeks, it
It's
should
pure
be ready to
laziness.
roll.
Pure laziness.
It is not laziness. It's like, how many jobs do you have?
It's well,
Anyway.
or that if I had extra time, I had a nap instead.
Right. Listen, everybody needs a break, and you should never feel any.
Like I say lazy, but I also don't care that
You're
I
not-
said
but
lazy.
that is a
not
total
that
lie.
not that I don't care, but just not
Lo-
making it a priority.
Lots of times I'll see you on Monday morning, and you're like, "Oh yeah, well I worked yesterday." Well, I really do think that as much as yes, you have to do things when they need to be done, you have to give yourself boundaries,
Yeah.
right? You
Yeah.
can't burn yourself out,
No, but I also love what I'm doing.
right?
I love the
Yeah.
dying part of it.
Yeah.
So, but you're right.
I mean, even if it's just to have.
I'm cursed being so
Oh,
versatile.
you're just so amazing. You're the best. You're the best. I mean, you are. But
Deep dive with the challenge.
oh man, I love it.
That show, The Challenge, you guys.
Okay, since we're on the TV and book portion of our podcast, which why not? I have to show you this book I just read.
Is it the one you showed us?
Yes, First Lie Wins. I believe it's a Reese's Book Club pick, but
It is. There's a sticker on it.
I don't. Yeah, it is, but I don't think that's where I found it. So I don't know where I saw it. Anyway, thriller. Grab you by the seat of your pants right at the beginning.
Are you
The pace
serious?
is like boom, 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 boom. 2 days I was finished, and I only read it at night, like in bed. First
So
Lie
you were
Wins.
like,
And this woman the author is young adult fiction up until now. This is her first adult book, so she's not a new author, but this is the new
Really?
genre for her. Of course, because I want to buy all the rest of her books for
Is her-
myself. It's got a great character, twists and turns.
is her young a thriller that you could go back
I don't
and
know.
read?
I have to look.
Okay.
But when I went back to read the review again, they were like, "Oh, it's her first," so I just didn't dig into it yet. But if you like a thriller, female protagonist, it was fantastic.
I love that.
Loved it. It had a little bit of everything, but it definitely kept you guessing.
You know what a bummer? Mom and Dad leave, and this is their long stretch.
Yeah, I know.
We should go visit them.
Okay.
We keep saying that.
Sign me up.
Lisa Jewell is also another one.
I love her.
It's called The Family Remains.
okay. That's part of a series.
No.
I believe so.
Oh.
Unless I'm totally thinking of a different one.
Their secrets refuse to stay buried.
Right. So there's one, I think, before that.
I read it then.
Yeah.
This is her brand new one. Okay.
Okay, I'm pretty
But
sure.
Lisa Jewell is
Love.
always so good.
Yeah.
Thriller again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
I would have to double check that for sure, but I'm
Like,
pretty sure that's
remains
right.
as in maybe dead body, or remains as in
Still
stay.
But yes, I love the challenge that it's a combination athletic competition.
The family upstairs.
Oh, there you go. See?
That's
when they were
good.
kids, right? And then now this is
Okay.
yeah.
And okay, the family
It's so
upstairs
good.
was so good.
I remember loving those books.
Okay.
What was I saying? Yeah, challenge.
Challenge.
So physical competition, but also
Messy.
Big Brother.
Yeah.
In the house relationships. I love it. I can't.
And then the new Traitors
I know. I love that show
with
too.
all the reality stars from all these different shows, you guys. I can't even.
I know.
Tamara Judge.
Do you have a VPN thing to watch Peacock?
Yes.
Oh.
No, Peacock makes it weird.
Because that's where Traders is coming out first. That
Express VPN, and it's like $5 a month. It's amazing. I've always used it.
because that's how they say you can watch Peacock in Canada.
That's how I watch That's how I watch Amazon Prime US version.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I really just want to get Peacock just for Traders.
I think I tried to get Peacock, and in fact, I was able to, but then when you try and do your payment method to subscribe,
Yeah, if you don't have a
Oh,
US
I could-
address.
we could use Mom's US
Oh,
visa.
yeah. There's one other thing that I tried to do and it would not accept my Canadian address on
That's
a
what
payment.
it was.
Oh,
You know what we
okay.
do? We ask Mom for her US visa. It's $5 a month just for Traders.
Well, I'm sure there's something else on there I'd watch.
Totally.
I'm liking Divine Rivals, says Star.
Okay.
Okay.
I love a good book suggestion.
Me too. Books, shows, whatever. Okay. There you go. That was my book. I really wanted to share it because I know people are going to go crazy. But people probably already know if they're looking for Reese's Book Club picks. But I love a good thriller.
Listen.
You'll love that one.
Mm-hmm.
You will have it listened to in 2 days.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Yeah.
This Lisa Jewell one is good too.
Okay, good.
Show me more knitting.
No, I showed. Oh, yeah, I guess you just showed me. Oh, I can show you. I'll show you what. Another gift I knit. And I loved it, you guys. I'm going to make myself some.
Did you take them back?
I just asked if I could borrow them. And she said, she said, yes. She goes, I'll just dig them out of the suitcase. I said, I don't need them.
Of
Keep
course,
them
Mom.
packed. Next thing I know, she's giving them to Dad, who brings them home to Jeff. And I'm secretly happy because now I can show you the real thing. So they're black, which means, of course, I knit them for Mom. These are the Manhattan Mitts by Tori Yu.
They're so beautiful.
Oh my God, they're so good. So it's a worsted weight 1x1 ribbed fingerless mitt. Actually, the pattern, you can make full mitts.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh, really?
Yes. But see her little, they're actually a left and a right. See the increases?
Look how stunning
It's
that is.
exactly. It's modern simplicity, but with the thoughtfulness of, look at that line. It's all about lines.
She's she's a very new
Try
designer.
them on. They're so comfy, Jodie.
She is so good.
They're so comfortable.
Oh yeah, I tried these on at Christmas and thought, oh, I want these.
You should totally make yourself a pair. I did. Everything 1x1 rib gets the Italian sewn bind off. Everything for me now.
Because it's
including
just
the
so
thumb.
beautiful.
It's just so clean.
So
edges.
this is
the edges.
what I should think to cast on when I'm in between a project and rather than not knitting. This is fun.
This can be, if you really just knit nothing else, a few days you can get a pair, like on a weekend. But I mean, it doesn't have to be that fast. But it's a great gift knit. And so for Mom, I was always making shawls. And then I just thought, what's something else that I use all the time?
Yeah.
And it's stuff like this. So the yarns that I used.
Because she walks every day in Phoenix, and it's chillier
She
in Phoenix
does.
in the winter.
She does. But I mean, I've used using them here.
I know.
Up until it got crazy cold.
Yeah.
So the yarns I used, oh my gosh, it's so good. I used the Mayak baby yak lace.
It's very black.
It's super black. Let me tell you, I was cursing. You can hardly see what's a knit, what's a purl when you're knitting. You need
Only work for Mother.
only for Mom. I would never do it for just a casual knit for someone because black is
Ellie.
crazy.
Ellie.
But
I think George
the yarn is amazing. So like I said, it's a worsted weight pattern. I held a black mohair, knitting for Olive black mohair, and 2 strands of the baby yak lace. And I'm pretty sure I have enough left that I could do another pair.
She's just
Out of 1 skein of this baby yak lace.
Oh, that color's amazing.
I know. This yarn is amazing.
You think you can do another pair?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
Out of 1 of these little skeins.
wow. Well, there's not a lot of volume here. But
No.
let me tell you, if you've never been a fingerless mitt person,
Yeah.
Try a pair
Oh my gosh.
if
they're
your
so
climate
good.
warrants.
So good. So good. And I mean, the black is sharp. It looks great with everything. And I knew Mom would wear it. I'm just kind of teasing. I mean, I would like a black pair for myself.
I love them.
But I will, you could use any worsted weight yarn or DK and mohair or whatever you can do to get the gauge. I don't even know if I got gauge. I certainly didn't swatch, but they turned out great.
Yeah, I would agree.
And I'm pretty sure I just used the needle size in the pattern because I did not swatch. So they were great. So they're going to go get their, I'm surprised she would need them in Phoenix, but I guess, you know, in that early in the morning,
like she'll go.
it's probably chilly.
Yeah. What are you making for dinner?
Listen,
Can
I
you
have
think
been
about-
knocking it out of the park.
Have you? Tell me.
It was Jeff's birthday on Monday.
Tell me what you made.
Instead of going out for dinner, which, you know, on Monday is like not the... Anyway, I said to him, what do you want for dinner? If he had said, let's go out, we would have gone out. But he said, I could really go for a steak. So we don't make steak very often. And by we, I mean me, because I cook all the time and I don't love it. And it doesn't...
Diarrhea.
yeah, like it doesn't...
No, it's rich.
It's not well
No.
for me. So... But I did steak Oscar. So,
Did Jeff?
I did like
Die?
the restaurant style steak where you sear it in the cast iron, butter baste it, olive and herbs, and then, or olive oil and herbs. And then I threw it in the oven at 450 for like 4 minutes to finish cooking. And I bought beautiful crab and a béarnaise sauce. And so that steak came out and rested, and I sliced it into like nice béarnaise, crab.
Are you serious?
Jeff just kept saying, this is phenomenal. He
You
said,
should have taken a picture.
This is so good.
Oh.
And then I did like stuffed potatoes and a salad.
Better than you would have ever eaten.
He said the steak melted in his mouth. He said it was just the best dinner. And let me tell you, it was really nice to be home and just make a fancy meal, and we loved it. So we sat around and had a nice evening and had a fabulous
Did you make
meal.
another cake?
No, but there was carrot cake from the day. Like we
Love
had the big
it.
family thing.
Yeah.
So he still had his favorite dessert, carrot cake,
Of course.
and he was thrilled. But let me tell you, the
good.
steak dinner was off the charts amazing.
I crave beef. I know you're not supposed to really eat much.
A lot of
beef.
people
I don't
love
eat
it.
a lot of red meat, but I crave beef sometimes.
That's the only one I don't.
Yeah. Do you think maybe if it didn't bother your stomach, you might
Probably.
eat it? Yeah, of
Probably.
course.
It's not that I don't. It's not that I have any issues.
Yeah.
Actually, once a summer, I'll kind of want a ribeye with barbecue sauce and a baked potato kind of thing.
Remember?
And then forget it. So what? So it upsets my
Do you
stomach.
remember
so what?
Nutty Club? Clubhouse brand Nutty Club barbecue
I buy
sauce.
Diane's now, which is similar, but not exactly the same.
I agree. Diane's is a really close
Super
second.
close.
It was called shish kebab sauce.
Yeah, it was so good. So Jody, that's what I made, and I highly recommend you steak lovers do the same. Because boy, is that easy. No running out to a grill.
No. Yes, and beautiful. The flavor you get with the rosemary and your basting and
I had garlic cloves in there. It was phenomenal, Jody. It was so good.
okay.
I was
Table
I
for
used a
two.
ribeye steak. Cheryl says, "What kind of steak?"
Oh, ribeye.
It was ribeye.
Always ribeye.
Yeah, it was phenomenal.
I prefer ribeye over tenderloin, you guys, any day.
Yeah, tenderloin. People think, "Oh, it's the best because it's the most expensive." It has no fat. It has no.
Yeah.
It dries out like crazy.
Yeah, unless
and
you're
it
real
doesn't.
careful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really not. I don't think the best.
You know, do you remember those Timberland socks that we talked about? I believe we featured the pattern. Yes, remember? It was a new pattern.
Oh, the pattern, and you were like, I don't know where I got this. I don't know what it is.
It's a brand new pattern. I featured it not long ago, and I thought it's so cute because
It's adorable.
The woman reached out
What?
and said, "Can I
So
send
who
you?"
is this? So is it Timber Yarns that did the pattern
Yes.
too? Oh my gosh, she's an Ontario yarn dyer.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So she sent
Why don't they put their name on their pattern?
3 bundles, you guys.
No way.
For giveaways. So
I
maybe
think we should do an
giveaway this
Instagram
week.
giveaway.
Done. So they can
Because
get
then,
followers.
yes, exactly. It makes a huge difference. Look at the child version of that hat.
Yeah. I think there might be socks as well. And there, look, you guys, gnome needle stoppers, and some hot chocolate.
Okay, so Timber Yarns, we've had their yarn before.
Yeah.
They do beautiful self-striping.
Yeah. Just wait.
And others. Can I just see what is this yarn?
Amazing. That's
So
what it
it's DK 80/20. 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. So if you get this yarn,
You guys, we
this is
love it.
great yarn for socks, for DK socks.
I think this is held double in here, you guys, so it's not a fingering weight hat.
Well, no, this is... Okay, just a sec.
Okay. Oh no, that is DK weight.
This
Sorry,
is, it
that's
says DK.
It's DK weight. Sorry, I thought it was fingering weight. You guys.
These don't look DK.
It's
But do
getting
you hold
better.
them together?
Those are DK.
These?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, there you go. DK. I love a marled yarn
Timber
like
Ridge.
this. Okay. Timberyarns.com is where you can find their yarn. But what a cool kit with little gnome stitch stoppers and hot chocolate. Wow, this is so generous. Double truffle hot chocolate.
Okay, you guys. You can, I saw socks. There's the Timber Ridge socks in DK. I'm going to do those for Shane, a tube.
What a great idea.
I'm going to order yarn. Timber
For
Ridge
his
socks.
birthday.
It's
So
a
is
separate...
this all part of the same thing? Pattern and
Yeah.
everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The socks is a separate pattern to the hat.
When you get sick, do you ever not like eat or drink something? Like that's how you know you're kind of sick. You're not craving your favorite thing.
No.
Like
You see me?
I don't drink coffee when I'm sick,
Really?
and I don't know if it's because I always make with milk, and I wasn't nauseous. That's not how I was sick, but for some reason I don't like my coffee when I'm sick.
Bye,
I didn't have coffee
Nancy.
for a week. Nancy, hi and bye. Aw.
Did you...
That's-
Is
that-
it because you just didn't feel like it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it just, there's no reason.
Yeah.
I didn't have Diet Coke or coffee for a week.
Did you get caffeine headaches?
No,
Withdrawal?
no.
Oh.
I was drinking tea,
Oh, there you go.
but I would drink like tea all day long.
I just think, yeah, of course.
It's just more, I just find it
Yes.
comforting. I don't know.
chicken.
It's just weird. I made chicken noodle soup last night. When we were talking about how I've been knocking it out of the park and I don't know what I'm making for dinner, I made homemade soup last night for dinner.
Do you know how much I adore my chicken noodle soup?
So good.
It couldn't be easier.
So good.
I don't like do bones. I just do straight like broth, and then
Yeah.
I add the paste.
Yeah.
Oh,
My favorite, our favorite box chicken stock is all out of stock right now.
what kind?
Kitchen Basics.
Mm,
Do you buy that one?
I buy whatever. Yeah.
You buy
yeah,
whatever?
Yeah.
I bought Campbell's yesterday and
Yeah.
added all that paste, so it was
Yeah.
fine.
And then, you know what I do at the end? On mine, because my kids think it's disgusting, a splash of cream and some dill.
Ooh, that's just a
Tracie.
totally different chicken noodle soup.
But just to my bowl.
Yeah. I like sort of like the Greek version where there's a squeeze of lemon and some spinach or something in it. I love it.
Because do you remember Granny used to do that?
Yeah.
Cream and dill.
Yeah.
Okay. Love that.
Yeah. So I have homemade soup for lunch. I don't know what I'm going to do for dinner. What are you making? Maybe,
Soup.
you know what I haven't had for ages? Tacos. I'm ready for a taco night.
I love it. Shane did breakfast for dinner last night. He cooked.
That's nice.
Yeah.
We did a bit of that in December when things were kind of crazy.
Mhm.
I made quiche too last week. I love quiche for dinner.
We eat a lot of eggs. Are we getting off topic? Okay, what else do you have?
Wouldn't
Did
you love to have chickens in the
Okay.
backyard? Ah, you did it!
No, Madison did. She said, feel that. She said it took her hours to do the body.
And that's oh my God, she did such a good
Didn't she?
job.
It's funny, I should have brought her first one she did. I was so impressed just knowing how much work these were. But fun.
They are super
Over the
fun.
Christmas break, because she knew these kits were upstairs, I said, take anything you want.
Right.
She grabbed this.
Oh, this one I love.
Isn't he cute?
So this is from Going
Yeah.
Gnome, and he's Jack Frost.
Isn't he so
yes,
cute?
he's amazing.
Oh. She had fun doing it.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Oh, so I can add them to my collection.
Yes.
You guys, I adore my
Listen,
gnome
those
collection.
going gnome kits.
Oh, this is
I cannot recommend them enough. They're so amazing.
yeah. I love when my kids want to craft.
I love when I want to craft. I thought about doing some needle felting over the break, and then I just
Didn't?
well, I cleaned up my sweater. Like I was doing my sweater until Saturday. So what?
Oh,
Did you
I
lose
think
something?
That's for you. I
Why?
think she sent.
What?
Just a minute. I didn't know there was a card in here. I don't even think I said thank you. I'm the worst. Look at the card.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, it's Heather.
Hope you enjoy our yarn as much as I do. Oh, it's a great big note. I'm going to read. DK Work Sock Bundles that Michelle Meadows from Muskoka Yarn. Oh.
Okay, so it's one designer and the yarn dyer. It's a collab.
Yeah. They've known each other for over 30 years. 3 sets. One for you, one for Tracie, and one is a giveaway.
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. That
guys,
is
I'm
so
making these
nice.
socks.
That is so nice.
I'm making them. They're awesome. Thank you,
Well,
Heather.
I love them. Of
gonna
course I'm going to make them.
Okay, so what's next?
Okay. You would think socks were enough from Jodie as a Christmas gift, but no. She said, I want to dye you a sweater quantity of
Yes.
yarn. Please pick a color.
Do you know it's funny? I would have picked that color. That's what I was going to do.
Listen, you do so many colors. It is so difficult to choose. You would always choose well.
You have talked about eucalyptus a lot and mentioned
From the day
yeah.
you've made it. I think eucalyptus is such a beautiful color, and so that's what I chose.
Mm-hmm.
And Jodie dyed fingering and their new fluffy yarn, which is Surrey, and is it merino and
Cashmere.
cashmere. Oh my God, this is the. Where's the tag? Right here.
Oh, you got it good.
Okay, it's called Alpaca Cashmere.
53% baby alpaca, 34 silk, and 13 cashmere.
This is insanely luxurious. Alpaca silk cashmere. No merino,
No.
which is also beautiful.
And it's 400 meters, just like my 80-20 fingering is 400 meters.
So what? So I did not know what I was going to make, but I was thrilled. I just cast on a swatch.
Yeah.
And I cast on using the same size needle I would with fingering and mohair.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt great knitting it, but it turned out to be bigger gauge. So here's my swatch.
So it's fluffier.
I think it's fluffier. I think that fluffy yarn is a bit thicker, but it still turns out amazing. So I swatched on a 4.5 and a 5 millimeter, and I just liked the 4.5 fabric a little bit better.
I agree.
Which was 16 stitches per 4 inches or 10 centimeters.
Oh, God, that's
It's insane. Jodie, you need to start yourself a sweater in this.
I'm actually we're gonna add it to the shop. I think we are going to, now that we've touched
Is this
it.
not something you were going to carry?
No, we were going to carry it. I think we were deciding, and I
Wow.
think it's going to be about $5 more a skein because
Worth
it's cat.
it.
Yes.
Wow. So way softer than mohair.
Not even in the same category.
Not the same. If you think all fluffy yarn is like mohair, you must give it a little bit of a leeway because this is totally different. But don't you just love the color? And I love that it's slightly different shade on these different fibers.
Surrey doesn't quite get as dark as a mohair or the merino. Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally awesome. So I love it. It gives that a heathered kind of look, which is like a little bit of depth and interest. And so I'm looking at all these patterns and what am I going to cast on? And ultimately, after tons of deliberation, I cast on a lento because it is, I think the gauge is 15 stitches for a lento. So that's close to the 16. And I just did a little bit of math to choose which size that I
And
would
you
knit.
didn't knit Lento before.
I did. My yellow sparkly one is
yeah.
Lento. But I've never knit Lento to the pattern. It's so beautiful. It's got a folded collar. I've never knit it like
Yeah.
that, and I'm not planning on knitting it that way this time either.
I'm still
But
not.
it's such a great classic raglan pattern in a bigger gauge.
Mhm.
So
It is really,
I would love to knit
Beautiful.
one with the folded collar, and I will. I absolutely will. But it's a treat to knit. It's like autopilot for me, you know, one round with increases, one round without. And it had some short rows at the back to raise the back neck for fit.
if I look at a sweater pattern like a raglan like
This
this,
is my color.
It's so amazing.
This
Um,
is my color.
If I notice there's 2 rounds of knitting that they're different, like if you 2 rounds of decreases, so you don't, I won't.
So
knit
it's
that
like
sweater
4
pattern.
rounds.
I won't knit it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just different, right? But I do love I don't mind that. I'm easy to take. It
No, I
is
will just lose
one more thing to keep track of. So what I ended up doing was a little bit of a longer collar and a twisted rib, and that's as far as I've gotten so far. But I did want to quickly talk about this one pattern that came out. Do you want to talk about this?
Yes.
Okay. So there was a new pattern that just came out called the Cloud Sweater. And I think it is gorgeous. And I would wear the heck out of it. And it's so beautiful. And at first glance, I want to knit things that are size inclusive. That's important to me. It's just important to me that everybody be included in patterns.
What's it called?
Cloud Sweater. And I love it. And it's fluffy and beautiful and mostly stockinette. And I just thought, oh, that is what I'm going to wear and knit. But at closer, and it goes up to, I think, a 65.5-inch bust, which I think, great, size inclusive. Sign me up, buying the pattern. But then it says right in the pattern, there's 8 to 10 inches of positive ease, which is how it's designed. And that's the picture on the designer, shows quite a bit of positive ease, and it's slouchy and awesome. And then it says, so 8 to 10 inches of positive ease, except the larger end of sizes where it's like half that ease. So the pattern does not include the same amount of ease for the larger sizes. So they won't look like the way the pattern is modeled on the designer. You won't get that look. It's not graded to give you enough. And I don't understand that. That's something we've come across in another pattern, and I just don't understand why.
I don't want a decider to decide for me if I'm knitting the larger size that my ease should be smaller.
But if it's 8 to 10 inches of positive ease, should that not be across all the sizes?
Yes.
I don't get it when they're like, yeah, we're just going to
So it
not include that at the end for some people in the larger sizes.
So to me, that is not size inclusive.
I agree.
Yeah.
So I did not cast it on. I'm super bummed
You
about
guys,
it.
in 2024, we need to be better. And we, as a podcast that we're lucky enough to have a teeny bit of influence when we're showing the things we show, it is important to us that we don't show patterns moving forward that don't include every size.
I just don't get it.
And everybody.
I don't get it.
Sorry.
Why do you stop grading?
And it makes me angry.
I don't understand that philosophy of not giving the same consideration to the larger sizes. I don't understand it. This is a gigantic designer who now says, because they call something a 5X, it's size inclusive.
It's not.
But it's not
You look
when
at
you're
the
only
inches, it's
giving them
not.
a certain, half the ease.
Sorry, it's not.
Anyway, it's and yet here's the thing, it's so close. It is so close, right?
It's getting there.
There's a couple. I feel like this ease where they've cut down the ease is only on the last couple of sizes. Why not just grade those? Why don't they just grade them the same way?
And it's interesting. Is she thinking that maybe someone with a larger bust or a bigger body doesn't want that a ease in the bigger sizes?
I'm literally asking because I don't understand.
If I'm looking at this
I
sweater,
don't understand why that ease is not included for all of the bust sizes.
Yeah, I agree.
And then it's up to us to decide the the size and ease we want as a knitter. But if you say, you know, the 55 or 59 inch bust, they should all have 8 to 10 inches of positive ease built into that pattern, not 5 inches of positive ease built into the pattern. So anyway, I literally am perplexed.
Yeah, for
I'm
the larger
perplexed.
size, half the amount of ease is
I'm
included.
perplexed by that. Like, just grade it all the way across. And I'm saying that like I know how to grade. I don't know how to grade. I don't know. But just as a knitter, I think to myself, why are all sizes not given the same kind of consideration?
Because if I wanted
That's
to
all.
knit this, I'm not going to have my
You guys,
sweater look like this.
I saw this the week before it came out. I had
Oh.
my yarn.
It's amazing.
I checked, you know, the sizing, thinking, oh my gosh, it's totally going to work. This is going to be great. And I can't wait to wear it. I think it is this beautiful sweater.
Do you know that size inclusive woman on Instagram? Autumn.
Size Inclusive Collective.
When I listened to her talk about it this fall, she did a very big post about size inclusive. This particular one that I saw, I thought before I listened to what she had to say that this was size inclusive.
That's what I thought too until I looked closer.
And then she's like, no, if you look at it, just because it says 63 inches doesn't mean it's necessarily it's not necessarily size inclusive.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Somebody just said on a larger size, sometimes that much ease can look sloppy, but that's not the point.
No, I want mine to look like
Grade
hers.
it. If it's an 8 to 10 inch, and maybe I'm literally missing something, not as someone that doesn't design garments.
I don't think you are.
But I've never I don't understand the theory behind I'm not going to give you the same ease as everybody else. As a knitter, I get to decide how much ease I want in my sweater.
Okay, so here, let me say this. When I see her photos and they're stunning, her designs are stunning.
Totally.
And I see her in it with the 9 inches of positive ease. I'm choosing that sweater because what I see.
Right.
I'm not choosing it when it's got 3 inches of positive ease. So I want, if we're going to choose it based on the photos, then it should reflect the sizing and the pattern.
I think so. I think if you're designing for, say, a 59 inch bust, she should, or he or whoever, they should be able to knit the sweater to make it look like it does on the pattern page, if they so choose.
Yeah.
Maybe they like negative ease, maybe they like half the ease, but it should it not be the same kind of ease all the way across the board for all the sizes? And then we as knitters, we get to decide. Because I don't know that I would want 9 inches of positive ease myself. So I might, do you know what I mean? I just feel that how come those sizes don't get to choose the full ease?
I would really love,
I don't get it.
I would really love her, this particular designer, because I think her patterns, we've talked about them time and time
Oh my
again.
gosh.
She's
Classic
incredible.
and beautiful.
I want to be able to talk about it every time because they're amazing. We're real close. We're at the 10-yard line.
That's what I mean. It's like,
Yeah.
what? Just these last couple of sizes don't get that extra few inches of ease. So I don't understand why it's like that. I wish it was the same. And that's why I didn't knit it. I absolutely love it. I think it's beautiful.
We're going to get there.
We will get there.
I'm confident.
I really, really hope we do.
Yeah, I'm confident.
I don't know what to say. Anyway,
Okay.
That was the reason that I didn't choose that sweater. And I just think size inclusivity
I think it's important
is very
to talk about.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And somebody just said something by Whitney talks about size inclusivity. She was a test knitter with me on this Eclair Raglan. Go see her knitting. Oh, I wish I knew. Could you put that up again about, is it Knitted by Whitney? She's also got a video podcast on YouTube. Size inclusivity is also very important to her. I don't know. I just think just because a pattern works for you, it's not enough for me anymore. I want it to work for
Everybody.
the industry standard across the board. From the smaller to the larger, that's all.
Yeah.
Anyway. Anyway, it's a beautiful one. I know we'll see lots.
I
and
don't
lots.
want someone coming to this podcast now that we know better
Right.
and showing patterns, and then they feel bad because they try and go get the pattern or knit it and they can't because it doesn't fit.
Right.
I don't want that. Because I have also gone.
Well, here's the thing. It's not just that we don't want it. I feel like the industry has turned a corner.
Yeah.
Most people grade, I think, to a size range that includes lots and lots and lots of bodies.
Yeah.
So, but I don't understand the way it ends at the very end, where those people just get half the ease built in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just, you know,
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Listen, this
that.
is not a new conversation.
No.
At this time, I would hope that we wouldn't be seeing this as much as we are, but it's still a
And I
big.
love that this designer said, you know, they're going back and they're adding more side, like all of these good things.
Mhm.
But I just think this whole at the very end, choosing not to grade those bigger sizes to the same ease as anybody else would have the option of knitting
Yeah.
is not right.
Because she has made positive changes,
Yeah.
adding larger
Yeah.
sizes.
Yeah.
So maybe she's just not realizing. Because I know.
That's what I'm literally asking the question. I don't get it.
Right, because she's done better. She's learned more and she's done better, but
Yeah.
we just need a teeny bit more. Teeny bit more. Anyway. Okay.
Anyway,
You guys, I said I had barely
I've
any
got a-
knitting.
I have a bunch of sweaters that I want to knit that I don't because of the size
I know.
range. A bunch.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Because we can find our size. Like a lot of times on sweaters that I've shown and I've knit in the past, you guys, I'm on the top end of the sizing.
me too,
So,
Jody.
Yeah.
And it was called a 4X, which I don't care what it's called. Call it size J, 10, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's not including a lot of body
Right.
sizes.
Right. So now that we know better, let's
And if you want a nice sweater with lots and lots of ease, I mean, Hohies, boxy, like there's so many designers out there doing it. Lots. Heidi Kiermaier, like I'm just off the top of my head, but there's
Yeah.
tons that are. So you don't have a ton of knitting. What else have I have? I don't know that I have any more knitting, Jode.
No, but I have other things.
That's all I did. But I have some things that I bought and some things that I would love to share.
You know, I got this for Christmas.
Oh, good. I was going to show
You know, these things
I didn't share this because I didn't want you to go buy yourself one.
I know. I tucked this away. I'm so glad now. I should have just started using it now that I think about it.
Yeah.
But Tracie, what's this called?
Okay,
Let's talk about it.
I will go look. I don't know if it's called a Notions page, but
It is one of the newer pages to Thread and Maple's knitting portfolio binders.
Yeah.
I don't think portfolio is in the name, but knitting binders. We've talked about these before, where this can go into the beautiful binder that can hold several pages, and it's a way to organize all your knitting tools, your needles, your crochet hooks, your interchangeable. They have different interchangeable ones. I should have brought my binder today.
Oh, shoot. Maybe next time.
But this newest one, you guys, has a pouch that's gusseted on the sides, so it holds several things rather than
it's got like a little pouch. Yes.
rather than just being flat, which we love the flat ones because there's things that we need to put in here. But this is what I feel like was missing,
Catch-all page.
because now it's gusseted so you can fit bulkier things in.
They've got one that's called a Notions page, so it's slightly different. But this is the catch-all, and it's got this pouch, which is really easy to get into,
Yeah.
as well as a zip pocket. And then,
Look, she filled it with things.
well, a few things. But it's also so these are the links that you could put it in your binder if you would like. But I clipped one of my Ocean Loop stitch marker rings. It holds so much stuff. Catch all page.
Look at these little tools. I wonder if we can get these in our shop.
Yeah, I'm sure we can.
They're amazing.
I also, you can fit a tape measure in there. It's not
Yeah.
a flat pocket anymore, but the flat pocket is also huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Cat stitch markers. Where'd you get these? Firefly Notes?
No, at Fiber Nook, but they are Firefly Notes. But see, you can even fit bigger things in the flat portion because this is a really good size zip pocket. I've got everything I need in here.
Cat stitch markers.
It's super easy and it's not gigantic. So you just close it up. It'll fit in any project bag. And you don't have to have the binder to have this one.
No.
Right? Like, I guess you don't need a binder for any of them, but I really thought this could be a standalone.
In fact, this would be also a great standalone because we did talk about that project page that you can fit if you're traveling or needing to.
Just the project page.
Not even traveling, but into a bag.
Yes.
But this would be an excellent addition to that.
Totally.
With any tools that you need.
Yeah. And this is no bigger than like a Notions bag, but it seems it's more organized, right? So I love it. I think it's great. And you could certainly put extra cords and needle tips if you're, in a project that's going to require that. It's going to hold a lot of stuff. I thought it was kind of a fun gift for something. I feel like sometimes we're a little hard to buy for because we have.
No. What?
Yes.
What?
Anyway, that was funny. Sorry, I was just reading that comment.
Okay. Love it. Love it. These tools that makers are making to make makers' lives.
And it's made with beautiful leather. Like this thing is a one-time, one and done purchase, right? It's going to patina and it's going to get all like, I love leather when it gets all beaten up because it shows how much you love it and use it. It's a great, beautiful product. You know how much we love thread and maple. I also wanted to share, here is my Ocean Loops Advent Calendar.
Isn't it amazing, you guys?
Every day it was treasure, truly every single day. And it was 24 stitch markers, progress keepers, plus you got this beautiful, what do they call these? A ring? What does she call them? Anyway, it clips on your bag. Like this, you can clip and then you always have a stitch marker at the ready.
Smart.
But look at all the
her
differences.
palette.
I love her palette. There were crystals and semi-precious stones, and there was a cute little snow globe thing, and a teacup, and a pom-pom. Like, they were so cute. I really loved the snowflake one. There was saltwater or freshwater pearls in here.
Did I tell you I ripped into the thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I said, I can't believe that I didn't.
It's not
There's
like me.
this one. There was a little snowflake, which I thought was so cute. But, I mean, it was so thoughtful. She obviously chose a color palette and stuck with it. And it's so pretty. And then I wonder if she chose the peachy because it's the color of 2024. What do we think of the color of 2024?
Sorry, I was just looking up a pattern so I could know what to talk about. I'm going to pull it up.
It's called Peach Fuzz.
Orange as a dyer, Gigi made it excluded, is not a color that flies off the shelf. But I think the color that they've chosen, it's a really soft with the pink undertone. I think it's
a pastel.
Yeah. What do you think?
Not my favorite.
Yeah.
Not my favorite. Not my favorite. And I do like some oranges. It's not that it's in the orange family. I think it's got a lot of potential with lavender, like combining
look, they have it right here with it. Yeah.
So I feel like
blue is going to be stunning with it.
I feel like, see, I love that combo.
Yeah.
I feel like we just need to work with it a little bit, but it doesn't like wow me when I look at it.
We're going to add it to our lineup, I think. We'll do our version of it. We'll see.
Like, I like more of a punchy coral or like a true like reddish orange or something like that. But we'll make it work. I kind of thought that I would like to knit something in the color of the year every year, but I don't know about that one. I would have to.
Maybe you do a touch. Maybe a pair of socks.
That would be the contrast color. I don't know. But having said that, I did just buy orange yarn. Do you call that orange or coral? Like
I
it's
would
got
maybe
pink.
think coral.
It's got pink in it, right? So it's
So
pink and
beautiful.
coral. So this is this is the newest Tibetan cloud color in the Tibetan, what is it?
Cloud.
They're signs.
Oh, zodiac.
Zodiac, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, my brain's not in there. This is called Flame.
It's really beautiful.
And they've got this little, is it the bull? Or what is that guy?
Yeah.
So cute.
He's
So if you
so
order
cute.
2 skeins or more, you get this little tote bag. So I ordered 2 skeins, and it's a color I love. Like I
can see you in that.
I could have a whole sweater in this, but the whole peach fuzz thing is not doing it for me.
Did you think maybe I just want to have this to see the color?
This?
Or are you going to have... Do you have
Oh,
something
Flame
in
is
mind?
ox. Thank you, Star. I knew bull was not right.
No, it was right. Bull.
Not right.
Texas Longhorn.
And it's the year of the dragon coming up.
Oh.
I'm a rooster.
I'm a pig.
But I feel like it says roosters, I don't know.
What?
Like, you know how they say so-and-so is going to have...
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
On the Wan Q paper
I know.
placemat that you used to read?
That is such a great memory from when we were kids. We would go to this local Chinese food restaurant once in a while with mom and dad. And one of the huge fun things were their paper placemat zodiacs.
Or their fish tank or their crushed red velvet booth.
Giant fish, like
Yeah.
a whole wall practically.
It was so dark in there.
I wish it was super dark. But I mean, it's such a bummer that places like that come and go.
It's a peep show now. I think, well,
I think
it was
actually,
for a while. It's not
didn't
anymore.
the building get knocked
Yeah.
down and something rebuilt?
It was a peep show, though.
But it was amazing Chinese food. So many good memories from going there as kids.
Mm-hmm.
But Mayak has their zodiac colors. You can get all the colors
That's fun.
if you want. And this Tibetan wool is so soft.
I love that.
100% wool, but like they de-hair it. So it's
Wow.
it doesn't have the pokey
Yeah.
things. Anyway, it's phenomenal.
beautifully-
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, this showed up, you guys, and I thought I didn't remember ordering it because it was back in June.
It's gorgeous.
Because these Advents.
What is
this?
is
from-
that Black Pro Magic?
Yes.
What?
You guys, I can't tell you.
By the time I saw it, it was sold out.
Right, and then mid-fall when she's like talking about shipping and getting everything done and stuff, I thought, oh shoot, I should have ordered that. Well,
Yes.
apparently I did.
That's where I was. I saw it thinking, oh my God, that holographic and iridescent.
That was the thing this year. Look at this.
That's phenomenal.
Feel this. This is so nice.
Okay, this is different. So we've
Yes.
had Shayla's beautiful bags. She did say she's got a new vinyl. This is nice.
This is amazing.
Oh, I love it.
But like, it's got the handle.
So this was an advent? Look at all the stuff they made in there.
It's like a
Winter, like a kit?
yeah. Cat. Okay, if nobody knows, everyone should know. But if anyone doesn't know,
Oh my goodness.
cat sandwich fibers.
Fabulous. Oh, what
I
good-
have adored her
For-
making forever.
Okay, definitely the cutest label. What a beautiful color.
Isn't that? But look also what you get.
Wow.
Shayla did a little iridescent bottom sock sacks or single skein sack.
Wow.
That
Okay, so what color is this then? I guess they're calling it trusty? No, holographic magic.
That's
Holographic magic. So pretty. Good. Okay, this I saw in there and thought, what a pain to make these.
yes,
But
Shayla.
how much do we love them? Okay, that is the cutest.
You guys,
Oh, and look at her little
I can't
brand
tell you
there.
how much fun. I swear this one.
And the holographic hardware. Wow, this is so beautiful.
look at this.
Listen, everything Shayla does is, yeah, that's amazing too.
I'll share that.
Everything Shayla does is incredible and beautiful.
She is in a lane, and she should never leave it.
Oh, I love that.
Holographic.
Wow.
And
What
then-
an incredible set.
Look at this.
And I mean, there's so much thought and so much time that goes into building this. And so many hours. It's all handmade. Like everything here is, you know, other than the tape measure, is handmade by someone's hand.
I'm obsessed.
Jody, it's beautiful. Good call.
Isn't it?
And you got a needle case too
Yes.
in it? I cannot believe. These are so amazing. You guys can get these in our shop in other colors. It's so handy dandy. You can see everything and separate cords.
Do you think she made these?
Yes, I do.
God, when does she have time to do anything
I don't
else? Anyway, she should expand. She should hire staff. Make a great big. I think she's got something here
That's
that
so
is like
cool.
gold. She is such an awesome maker.
I love it. I haven't felt the new vinyl yet. It's phenomenal.
She's created this niche that you know.
Yeah. And she loves like the sparkle and the
Hot
bling. Look
pink.
how cool the handle is.
Yep.
Wow, that's a lot. A lot of detail,
Yep.
right? Times however many you're making.
It's beautiful. I can't
so
tell you how
appreciate all of that.
thrilled I was when I got it.
Jody, it's awesome. Like, it's truly awesome. Truly
Okay.
awesome. Oh, I forgot. Okay, these patterns from our breast cancer kit, the kinship hat and cowl, are now on Ravelry finally. So if you were interested in those, they're 25% off until Sunday night. They're individual patterns, but with the kit, with the breast cancer kit, you got both patterns, but they are individual patterns. And I kind of go back and forth.
This has the right amount of ease. This
Good.
is so good that you can put it down.
I was going to say,
like,
you look funny.
no, you know it's not.
I
too
actually wore
wide.
it yesterday, and it's not too open where you're getting chilly, and it's not
smothering.
right. And you can also
guys.
get this yarn, which I would totally recommend you guys. This yarn is out of this world amazing. It's DK Merino Silk Yak from Louie and Lola Yarns.
Does she have this colorway?
Yeah, she'll be doing kits now.
Nice.
So you can buy just the yarn, or I think she might even have some kits with everything. So go check their shop. And then this is the rose gold yarn bowler pom-pom.
Yep.
Which we should have, I'm pretty
We do.
sure.
Yep.
And then this little beautiful tag was made by Brick Bubble, who is local here. I don't think she sells those. I think that was just for the kit. But anyway, so the patterns are out. You can do with it what you like. You can... I think I'd like to do fingering and something fuzzy maybe one day.
That's the beauty of the yarn stacking and the weights and the
DK is so versatile.
It's so versatile, but it's so much fun to use different weights of
and
yarn
I think it
to
would
create.
be really fun to do like minis for each little pattern repeat.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
You can make scrappy, right? Or one color or whatever. But I wore these yesterday because it was so cold.
Actually, and that's not even like you wait.
I drove out to Stony Plain yesterday.
For what? Joe's Yarn Garden?
No, not for that. For something else. But guess what's right around the corner from there? Joe's Yarn Garden.
Did you go?
Yes.
Why on earth Stony Plain? Good Lord.
I'll tell you later.
Okay. So yeah, it's beautiful, Tracie. This is gorgeous.
It's fun to just put the pattern out there. We had such a great response to the kit.
That feels so good.
In October. It was just an amazing fundraiser. So thank you to everybody already for the support they've given us.
There's just something about a ribbed that just feels so beautiful when you wear it. It's just gently hugging your head.
And I think it gives a great fit in a hat, right? Like if you're not sure what size, if you're going to make it for somebody else, it's very forgiving, right? It'll fit lots of head sizes. Just because of the structure of the fabric with the ribbing.
Really gorgeous. Really, really, really
Anyway,
gorgeous.
it was fun. And the yarn is like, it's still, I just think to myself, oh my gosh. And somebody said it's cold, it's hot where they are, so they're obviously in the southern hemisphere, but this would make an amazing tank top.
Yes, it would.
One of those little tea things that people do for the summer, I think this would be great yarn for that too.
Knit the same pattern, same needle in a sport weight, then you're going to make the fabric's going to be more open. It's not
For
gonna
a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. But this DK, I mean, oh my God.
Forget about it.
Crazy amazing. I've never knit with that fiber content before, and it's pretty great.
It's so beautiful.
Pretty great. It would be perfect for a shawl. The
Yes.
drape on that, I mean, it is literally screaming, knit me into a shawl.
So, excuse me. Another reason why I'm not sure that I've thrown this onto the needles is because this is the contrast I got. I don't think it's going to be great for color work. This is the main color.
I agree.
And then this is Ghost Ranch. This is Hinterland yarn. This is Range. This is worsted weight woolen spun yarn, and it's so incredibly beautiful.
It's stunning.
It's
a wool alpaca blend.
This is the color. Oh, this says honey. Does that say anything?
No.
Okay, so this is honey.
This is the darker gray. There's also a lighter gray,
Yeah.
I think.
But
So it's 50-50 Canadian Rambouillet and alpaca. Home-raised alpaca from Hannah Lee's farm.
on Pender Island.
Yeah. So raised in this phenomenal farm on Pender Island, and then the Rambouillet is bought in here in southern Alberta, and it's all milled together. It is crazy,
Heavenly yarn.
amazing yarn. We saw so many sweaters walking around when we went to the Pender Island retreat of people that had knit sweaters in this exact yarn. And boy, is it unbelievable.
You have more of this range?
I do. But I don't know if I have honey. I think I have the...
I'm going to buy more.
I'll
honey.
double check.
I have 2 of these. I think I'm going to cast on and just order more of this. Don't you think that's going to be stunning?
Yeah.
More than that.
Yeah, totally.
Right?
If you were making a choice, 100%.
You know what I thought?
If you're stuck with... I mean, I love Ghost Ranch. You could do
I don't know. Okay, worsted weight, color work pattern.
Hit
Put it
me
in the
up.
comments below.
There's
I've been
so
looking-
many of those.
It can be all over color work, but it could be just the top.
Okay, just a sec. I've been looking at so many patterns, Jody.
What about that one that you've wanted to knit? It's from Strange Brew,
Oh, yeah.
and it's all over color
Yeah,
work.
I think it's called Moraine.
Yep. Let me bring it up. Hold the phone.
You know who else I love? Shay Johnson. Oh, and I think this would be so amazing with this one.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I'm pretty sure that's worsted weight.
I think I have
Maybe
that
it's
in my
DK.
favorites.
So this is Shay Johnson, and this is her Groovy Genser, right? One of the best songs ever. Groovy Genser. And so, that's it with a 3/4 sleeve and a color changing yarn. But she also did solid versions. That's a short sleeve version. You could do low contrast if you're not you could do so many. Okay, here's her low contrast version.
She's such a beautiful designer.
Oh, my
I love
goodness.
her patterns.
There's that. See
Oh, yeah,
the lower
beautiful.
contrast?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Still, I just love it.
How good is that?
It's great.
Here's what
Jody, you could do...
here's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
Well, if you're doing... Are you doing cream on top with the Ghost Ranch? I don't know. What are you thinking?
What if I did the cream and the Ghost Ranch? Just
Not switching colors.
Do it like this. The
Yeah.
cream and the Ghost Ranch up here, the cream here, and then the dark charcoal
Like I was
with the cream.
You could also do cream and Ghost Ranch for the motif.
That's sort of.
And then switch to gray
And cream.
and just the cream for the dots.
Yep.
Not Ghost Ranch.
Yep.
That's what I would think would be great, because you can use everything you've got. Because you don't need a
Done.
lot for the
Done.
But I also love the little bit on the sleeves.
I would do cream down there.
I don't know if I would do cream on the bottom, but I
On the
think it looks
sleeves.
beautiful for sure on the sleeves.
I think that would be it.
Jody, I love it. I love it.
I love it.
Me too.
And
I
I really-
love that one forever.
I really want a tin can knits, another tin can knits sweater.
And I love your marshland. I've always loved your marshland, so maybe
I love
I'll
it
have to knit
too.
that.
I've always thought of re-knitting marshland as a pullover.
We could sew up your thing.
No. Because I cut it, that would be weird. That was such a fun
You're
knit.
right. We could felt it together.
We could. It would
Needle
be
felt it together.
So this has been one of my next couple of cast-ons, but I didn't.
Let
know
me
what
tell
pattern.
you, that yarn is so beautiful. I have a sweater quantity of the cream, and you know what I think I'm going to make with it? Heidi Kiermeier's.
Colvin.
Oh, no, that's Julie Hoover. That's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
one, too. Just a sec. She just put it out this winter. And I think, Jody, it would be so good.
Don't you love it?
Yes, I love it.
Georgia had on
In cream.
Yeah, the whole thing is screaming cream.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like now I know what to make with it. Oh, my God. And can I just say, I think I said it a long time ago, the baubles, the way these are written in this pattern, are my favorite way to do baubles.
I'm gonna buy that pattern just to do the baubles like that. Was there an extra step?
No, but there's no turning. They're written like an I-cord.
Oh, okay.
I mean, and normally, like, you know, you pull your yarn to the front and kind of wrap it around the bauble to make it stay up nice. These, none of that.
None of that bullshit.
None of that stupid, flippy, floppy, all over the place stuff. I mean, baubles can be made so many ways, and I feel like if you make it a way that just doesn't click with you, you're like, I hate baubles. I hate them. Like, I just hate making them. And usually patterns have a lot of them to make an impact if it's in the pattern. But I loved the way they were written in this one.
Okay, I have to share with this. So this hat. Okay. So you see here, this is like, kind of looks like a U here. Kind of like it's not. Okay,
What
so
are we doing here? Tell me again.
I'm just showing you.
I love
so,
the cable, Jody.
This is like a U here, like it's
Upside down, like
yeah.
that,
This
you
was
mean?
ribbing, and then
Like an
we
arch?
pulled it in with the thing. I tried to do. I did a bobble right here,
What?
and then the
Who are
next
you?
round, I did the cable thing, and it was like labia, clitoris. That's exactly
I'm
what
surprised
it
you
was.
didn't keep it.
I said to Jordan after I knit a couple rows after the bobble, I'm just like, I've just knit vaginas and clitorises all over this hat. Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Totally, Jody.
So I had to rip it
Don't
back.
you remember when I did that color work and I sent it to you and Amber and I'm like, tell me this is not a vagina.
No,
Like,
full on.
right? Like you do
Yes.
these things just kind of happen sometimes.
Listen, and if that's what you want on your knitting,
I'm not even saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, look what I did.
I just knit an anatomically correct vagina.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway,
so funny.
That's not going to be a
Jody,
feature in this
I'm
hat.
actually kind of surprised you didn't keep it. I feel like if you did a bobble one round and then a cable right above it, that's not enough like negative space to make them both show.
It was not.
Anyway,
No.
that's part of the reason I kind of love swatching and trying stuff out. 'cause-
Right.
Yeah. Okay. We were so lucky, and we went to the most fun Christmas party at Statement Junkie. We didn't talk about this. We had a Zoom knit together where we kind of talked about it a little bit, but we haven't told everybody how much fun it was. PJs, waffle bar, shopping, so many fun knitters, meeting so many cool people.
It was the most fun.
It literally was a blast.
Yeah.
A blast. And Andrea and the whole gang at Statement Junkie, we're so lucky. We have amazing local yarn shops. We really do. We've been just so lucky now that all of these ones have opened up. I was so lucky and got a gift certificate from them for Christmas.
Did you?
And then I got an email on Boxing Day saying we're having a big sale. So I was like, my gift certificate lasted all of 24 hours before it was spent. And this is what I bought. Sandnes Garn Tweed, and it's
so beautiful.
sport weight. Feel it.
Are you? Oh, that's.
I had no idea. I did not
What
read.
is this?
It's 20% cashmere.
Oh yeah.
But let me tell you, the price,
Did you go in person?
no, because it was closed for inventory and stuff, but I did go pick it up. So this, I thought, was a sport weight wool. It reminds me of like felted tweed. Is that same? It's the same yardage. And I do believe this is it's 100% recycled, this yarn. So I thought, this is really cool. I'm totally going to try this. Did not read the
Content.
fiber content, but it's 80% extra fine wool and 20% cashmere. And it feels like a freaking dream.
Are you gonna knit a sweater?
Yes.
It's beautiful.
And there was a bunch of beautiful neutrals, and I almost bought the gray, but then they had this one color that said new. It was like the new, this color's the pink.
It's raspberry. I love it.
I don't know what color it's called. It's probably just a number, but I'm really excited to try a new to me color 4685.
Will you reskein it to a ball? Reball it? Or do you just knit like that?
I mean, lots of times I do because I don't like having to yank
I know.
in your bag, right? I much prefer from a yarn kit. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. This might be okay. We'll see. But it's a really nice yarn. Like better, like way nice. It's so nice.
I wish there was a way
Oh, look at that.
to pull.
That's probably how it's wound.
Yeah, that's how it's
And then it
wound.
gets flattened.
Yeah, but
I'll probably
you should have seen
pull
the
it from the
murdered,
middle.
the murdered ball. Like I could not find the center ball, the center.
Jody, that's such a good idea. And
Yeah.
then just pull from the middle.
Yes,
Let me tell you, I don't know why you'd want to flatten it.
I don't know.
It makes it easier to stack in the yarn
I
shop.
guess, yeah.
But I do love that little bit of interest in tweed.
I love that.
I kind of thought I might make the Silver Bells by Tin Can Knits. That one with all the baubles and lace that came out. And I said I was going to knit it in black.
So beautiful. Yeah, you wanted it in black.
Well, I want it in black. I want it to just show up in my closet in black. Which I'm still not putting out of possibility, but I don't know. There's lots of there's a lot of patterns that are made for this sport weight yarn.
Did you know it was sport when you bought it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. I knew the weight of the yarn, so then I knew how much to buy. I did not know what it was going to feel like. But Andrea, I should have known because she's got a lot of really nice yarn.
She's curated such a beautiful little community in her little four walls that she's got there.
Oh my gosh, it's packed. Listen, full-size coffee bar, not a little corner, like up to the bar, and all this room for community and classes. And we still said we really want to go to knit night. We're just going to have to make that happen. Thank goodness she's not. I mean, I wish she was closer, but also thank goodness she's not closer because I would probably be there frequently.
Do you know what? I would probably go once a week or once every 2 weeks.
Totally. Yeah.
was
We'll have
so
to like get
fun.
in the routine. We just have
Yeah.
to make it a routine because we
Yeah.
haven't done it.
Like Thursday nights, this is our night to go.
Right.
You
I
could
mean, I
almo-
think they're there Tuesdays, so but we can go whenever you
You
want.
could almost go get a taco and then go.
What?
Do you know what I mean? Like make it
Yes.
like where you grab not full sit down dinner, but like
Right.
grab something and then go
Yes,
knit.
Jody, you had me at taco and yarn, and we got a really cute, amazing loot bag from Knit Night's Christmas Knit Night. And look at this. So this is the unique sock kit, which is so cool, by Earth Yarns. And they plant a tree for every kit sold. And look at these color changing socks.
Mine are so gay. I should do these for Max. Hold it double. Look.
Oh, they're so pride.
Yeah.
True rainbow. I love it.
That's pretty.
I know.
Look at these.
Oh yeah, I love those.
Right?
Yes.
Hand
So
dyed
it's a
self-striping.
great brand, and they have so many colors.
Boy,
they really
the
do.
packaging, you guys, that they cake it like this and then put it in here.
I know, and it's split into two for those people that like two at a time. Like, this is phenomenal.
It's literally ready to go, you guys.
Mine reminds me of like a kind of like a watercolor.
That's really pretty.
It's stunning. I can make 2 pairs of shorties. I can make us
What's
matching
this?
shorties.
I'm not going to show it. QR code to download the pattern. It's
Get
in
out
your
of
box.
town. Well, I can't wait to knit with it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, ah, I'm totally knitting with that. And another earth yarn, and this is called Spiral Grain. It is sport weight. This is something you could substitute for like things that calls for spin cycle dyed in the wool. This is also 180 meters, 198 yards, and 50 grams. So I think it's very, very similar in all ways to that. And and I've seen actually there, I saw one of the, what?
Yeah.
Okay, I saw one of the girls, she did the Alpine Bloom hat with one of these.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
And it is totally color changing yarn.
This is Katsura.
This is Juneberry.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah. So I don't know all the details about the yarn, but it is that kind of marled, hand-spun look in a sport weight. So you could absolutely substitute this for all of those cool, or any color work.
Yes. And
What is-
yes.
So
all
it's
of that.
100% super fine, 100% extra fine merino. I was going to say, you could just make socks, but anyway, you could make whatever you want. It looked amazing in color work. I feel like I should make that hat. I should make the Alpine
Beautiful.
Bloom hat just for fun.
Earth yarns.
Or
I just
any
want to show
color
you.
work hat.
You know what they have in these? Oh, you guys.
Look at the whole like color palette happening here.
This is that yarn.
It is this yarn?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, they've got a lot of colors. Statement Junkie had probably a dozen or so. Oh, there's
Oh,
yours.
Katsura, yeah. Also, these mini sock kits.
Oh, those are for kids.
Now it's available in 60 grams.
So they make their stripes smaller so that you can make kids
Look
socks.
it.
That's so cute.
And then you get a free sock pattern. There was one I won't take up time to look for it, but in this adult size, like zebra, white and
I've
black.
bought that one
I love
because it makes really great contrast. But I
Heels and
just
toes.
love black and white.
Yeah, I know.
I love black and white. Hohe's new sweater. Oh my God, we're here, we're talking. I want to show it. It's so beautiful. I want to see this yarn. This is from our pal Rochelle over at Moondrake. This is a boxy raglan cardie that Hohe just released in a super fluffy yarn. It's called Moco Moco Fluffy Worsted Weight Merino.
This is a beginner-friendly boxy raglan cardigan.
Look at it.
13 stitch gauge.
Get out of town. How cute in black and white.
There's something about the classic black and white or cream and black that it's just so eye-catching.
And I love it. So the name of the pattern is Boxy Raglan Cardie.
Look at
And
her
Hohe just,
dog.
for me, writes patterns that are so clear and so good. I love that. Boxy Raglan Cardie. So she said you can substitute most bulky weight yarns, and the pattern is 25% off until the end of the week. So
Hohe is at Vogue Knitting Live this year.
I know. Again. I know. We'll be on the same continent.
Vogue Knitting Live.
2 flights away probably for us. Okay, but I love this fluffy Moco Moco yarn.
So beautiful.
Maybe your local yarn shop has it, or maybe you can buy it from Moondrake. Super cute.
Or I'm sure an Aran weight yarn for this pattern.
How about 2 DKs held together?
Wow.
Or yeah, super cute.
Love it.
I'm sure we'll be seeing so many of those.
And I'm sure Rochelle will have a kit pattern.
Oh, I'm sure.
Pattern kits.
I'm sure she will. I don't think I showed this either. Gage Dye Works did a Christmas color or holiday color. Did you see this?
No.
You didn't see it. It's called Bingle Gels,
Yes, I saw it.
and it's really amazing knit up.
I'm going to show you.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty knit up. And I have zero resistance when it comes to Gage, Catherine's yarn. I just love her colors. Guess what? She's doing floral like birth flower of the month yarn this year. Every month.
I did
Self-striping.
This month is already on sale, I believe.
Yeah.
No, I'm making that up. I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure you're right. It's
Okay.
carnation and I think it looked pink. Anyway.
I don't know if we've seen Bingle Gels Knit Up.
No?
That is the cutest name.
Oh my gosh, it's adorable.
Okay.
Okay, well then I'm just going to have to knit it up.
Have you seen it? Oh, okay. So, you'll have the yarn today. January 10th is the first It's called Carnation.
So this was actually an Advent yarn. 12 color Advent yarn. Really?
What does Advent mean?
Okay, so how come this one has a big, like the 12 days of Advent are a thing? The 12 days
Is that
of Advent.
Catholic?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay. Because they're like, some people are like, I don't celebrate Advent.
Right. So I don't know that. And you could get this yarn also where she does it one way. This is two way, which means there's two repeats.
Yes.
So you can do matching socks, matching whatever. But there is a one way where it's all one repeat, and you can do that for a cowl or that Musselburgh hat where you basically knit two hats together. But it's just such a pretty, it's a fresh color. I feel like it looks really like it could be spring even. I love it. I just love the combination.
You know what I feel like I want to do? Get every color of her flower. Advent is the first season of the Christian church year leading up to Christmas and including the 4 preceding Sundays.
Oh.
Yeah. I know what Advent is and I know what we mean by we count
I didn't know
down,
technically
but I
what it
didn't
was.
technically. The coming or second coming of Christ, now Advent.
Oh, okay.
Boom.
Which is why, I sort of prefer
4 weeks. Thank you, Joyce.
Oh, Joyce.
Catholic, but some of us are Protestants also
Michigan
celebrate.
Joyce, our pal.
When we refer to Advent, we just
I like the
Because-
word countdown
sure.
or whatever for the yarn related things because
Just in case
100, like
we don't want to offend or
well,
not everyone
everybody celebrates
yeah.
that holiday.
Yeah.
And I just feel like inclusivity means everything.
Mhm.
But I get it. I get when people say Advent because that's technically like the people started calling it that. We always called our little chocolate calendars an Advent calendar, so that's just the name.
Not really knowing what it meant.
Right. But you were literally just counting down days in December. And lots of holidays are included in that. Excuse me.
Do you mind? We're podcasting.
Excuse me. Stop coughing. Excuse me. I have such a dry throat.
You have such a dry throat.
I was going to call in sick here today.
Were you?
No. How about this exciting new book that came out very recently, maybe a few weeks ago? Lina magazine was so kind and they sent us a preview copy. And I think we're going to give it away. We're totally going to give it away.
Sorry, I was looking at
This is Knits from the LYS, which was written and modeled by the ladies of Espace Tricot, which is a yarn shop in Montreal, Canada. So it is Stephanie and Naomi, and there's just phenomenal. I actually should look. Maybe there's patterns by other people, but I kind of don't think so. I was flipping through here and thinking, holy man, there's shawls and...
It's not just them.
It's not just them designing?
Is that their name?
Oh, no, it's not just them.
Yeah, no.
But maybe all of them... Do all of them work at the shop? Oh, no, so these are by Jocelyn Malrick.
This is Caroline Bloom and
gorgeous
Stephanie
socks. So Stephanie is...
Yeah. Look at this skirt, you guys.
And there's a real mix of
That's
some beautiful stockinette pieces and, mindful meditative knits and things to challenge yourself with. I love the drop shoulder sweater there. And I think it is so cute. Look, there's Sasha. So many beautiful models in here.
This is Stephanie's. Look at this, you guys.
I love the vest.
Speaking of, that's gorgeous.
This is the composition book pullover by Naomi Endicott.
Isn't it
And
beautiful?
It's so cute. And she's got more than one version in here. That yellow or the peachy one I just showed, the short
Oh,
sleeve, was the same
so beautiful.
same pattern. So you can knit this. Oh, look at that.
I just was on that page.
Same pattern, different look, short sleeve, long sleeve. You know, you can really mix up your fibers for a warm weather, you know, knit. Oh, that's pretty. It's gorgeous.
It's a really beautiful. I just put these in the shop.
Okay, good. So now we have them in our Grocery Girls website. Yay.
What is that? Oh, a sock. Beautiful sock.
It's a beautiful book. I mean, congratulations, ladies. A collection by Espace Tricot. So Stephanie and Naomi have assembled a range of patterns that offer something for every knitter. The 15 knits features a variety of constructions, difficulty levels, and techniques. Challenge yourself or stay in your comfort zone.
Let's talk about what we can use our Advent minis for. How about this?
Yes, absolutely.
And this is fingerless mitts, you guys.
I actually love this shawl. It's a real combination of, you know, stripes, which I love, a little bit of chevron. You've got so much texture in there. I love it when you get to switch up techniques in one pattern like that. It just makes everything go faster, and it just seems like so much fun. And that is the Beachcomber. It's also by Naomi.
It's a really beautiful book. I was excited for this one. I had been waiting to see it.
I love that. Isn't that pretty? Like, just such a classic shape. You'd wear that every single day. Oh,
Yeah.
and it's got a little keyhole
That's cute.
button at the back. That one's called Gala. And it's also by Naomi. Oh, my goodness. Oh, look, it's got chevrons on the back.
Not the front.
It's kind of like...
party in the back. That's
Right.
really
It's totally
pretty.
party in the
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
So we, you know, thank you so much, Lina. We are going to give this away to one of you guys. And good morning, Cecilia. And we'll send that away to somebody else so they can do the knitting. It's
Love
so
it.
stunning.
Love it.
What a fun idea, right? Knits from the LYS.
So it's mostly them.
Oh, it's got so many designers. 2, 4, 7, 8 designers? 2, 4, yeah. 8 designers. Wow.
Love it. Such a beautiful,
And
beautiful
it looks like
book.
it was photographed in the neighborhood. Look at that photo. Holy man.
Lina does it right.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've seen this a little bit online, and it's thrilling. It's really great to see it in person and to be able to leaf through it now.
Excuse me.
It's not too thick. I love
No.
it. Yeah.
It's really beautiful. And there's so many patterns, you guys, in here.
15.
Yeah.
That's a great value.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. And the beautiful linen cover. You know, once you start collecting these books from Lina, like, they're all made to this incredible quality, right? They all have this.
Listen, Lina has a formula, and they stick to what works, but like the paper and the linen covers and the photography.
Like, there's a consistency with the font and
Yeah.
and the, you know, the charts are actually huge.
It is such
Very
a
easy
beautiful book.
to work from these books.
Anything Lina publishes is
The-
top level.
This sweater is stunning.
The way they've styled it with that.
Like, just,
skirt,
this
yeah.
is so unique and so beautiful. I just cannot believe it. Like, all that texture and all that color work.
Little peekaboo.
That's very, very unique and creative.
I do too. I think that's too. Beautiful.
I don't know that I would challenge myself to knit that, but I really appreciate the design, and I would love to see people knit it so I can see what you
Love
what
that.
you did. It would just, I think sometimes I'm a product. I think a lot of times I'm a product knitter.
Yeah.
I just want the sweater.
Mhm.
As I say, after having this thing for a year under my table.
I don't mind giving away too. And especially if I know someone like loves socks.
Yeah.
When it's easy and I'm doing DK tubes.
Right.
Where it takes not a lot of time.
And
but
you
you know
love
they're
to-
going to love it.
yeah.
So. Are we on the Frankie Gray fiber
We
portion?
are, Jody. How long is it? It's been forever. People are gonna get sick of it. So
It's
long.
actually not. We haven't been that long today. 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Well, it's not 3. Let's just say that.
True.
We're way shorter today.
I would love to be like 2 hours.
Would you?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
But we are what we are. It's organic. Like we are here for as long as we have things to share and talk about. So
yes.
I'm not stuck to any number, but
I think I have a nose hair poking out, you guys. Like I
Nice.
can feel it. Good Lord.
this is that time of year where my skin revolts and
Oh.
it's like I need some kind of medical intervention.
Well,
like it's so
Yes.
blotchy and dry and
Yeah. You need some heavy duty night cream.
whatever.
It's everything. It's funny because as soon as this snow came, as soon as the snow weather
Yeah.
and the snow came, it
Yeah.
was like the moisture went bye.
Right.
You could feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So right before Christmas,
Jody, I'm
actually
so excited.
we have a speckle day tomorrow too. So I'm really excited because it's where my heart lies.
Yeah.
So we did a big speckle day, and so I wanted to bring some of the speckles to show you.
That's phenomenal.
And I'm going to show you some pairings of our solids that we
Jody.
think work really well.
I cannot wait.
So this is a really soft pinky color with some really fun pops of bright speckles. So Funfetti. So we think it pairs beautifully with Soft Aqua, Whisper, Hello Yellow, and Lollipop.
Pastel neons. It's kind of, I love
Right.
that.
We love that. Okay.
It's gorgeous.
So this one is a little bit different, but totally not. And I am obsessed with this combination. This one's called Strawberry Shortcake. And it is a little bit pinkier. It's got some deeper, some reds, but it mainly leans quite pink. But we thought it would pair pretty with...
It's so beautiful.
With... this is Lucky Lavender. This is Hibiscus.
Ooh, I love it.
And then this, you guys, is Stiletto. But don't you love the
Yes.
reds with the pinks?
Yes.
I want...
And the mauves. So I'm going to give myself a tiny pat on the back, even though I don't deserve it. January 1st, I put up our sock bash themes for the year.
You did
January
not.
1st, I did. But our theme of the month this month is the Pantone color of 2024. And these are optional themes. You
Yeah.
don't have to do this, but if you knit in the peach fuzz color as a main color, you can enter your socks twice. For February, I picked the theme of love, pinks, mauves, and hearts. So these would be so great.
But Tracie, I love that.
Like your pattern can just say love of some kind. You can knit whatever color you want. You don't
Yeah.
have to use it. But any pattern in those other, I just thought that was kind of fun.
Look at
Jody,
it.
I am such a stiletto, and
Oh.
Big Apple is a
Yeah, that would be
hugie.
stunning. There, yeah.
And on the vine, of course, you know.
This one is very soft. It's called Clouded. It's got kind of, I think it actually maybe is a smoke show pour, but it has the littlest fleck of navy.
I
and
can't believe how purple smoke show is.
Very. But then if you put it next to a gray,
I know. It's so weird.
right?
Yes.
So that was
I'm really digging this vibe.
Lucky Lavender.
This color for me, I don't know why, but like I think this with peach fuzz in that family, and then maybe like indigo, like a darker, I think that would be really nice.
And we named Lucky Lavender after that amazing OPI.
I still have it.
Oh, we love it.
That is such a good nail polish color.
Yeah. Okay, this is one of my favorites, you guys.
Oh,
This is
Jody,
called
that's
Tropical Sea, but it's like layers of greens and
Like tealy.
yeah, teals. So we think it pairs beautifully with
Oh my God, I
Evergreen
love it.
and Siren.
That's so pretty.
This is it on the DK weight.
I would never have guessed.
I know.
Wow. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful.
So that's it there. Okay, you guys, I tell you, we had so much fun layering colors. This is one of my favorites. I did my husband's socks, DK socks in this. This is like a greeny kind of, it reminded us of camo. There's taupe and there's several shades of green. We named this Hunter, and we think Elmer would be amazing
Oh
for
my
heels
gosh,
and toes.
so perfect.
But also oat, if you don't want to do, but it looks beautiful.
I
Actually,
love it.
even if you want to add evergreen,
Mm-hmm.
because it's got tons of green.
Stay more tonal if you didn't want a bright.
Right. Okay.
That's gorgeous. And you know what else would be nice with that? Oh my God, your taupe.
Actually, I had pulled taupe with that, and then I actually
Taupe would be
switched it
beautiful
out.
with that.
I think you'll like this one too.
I hate
This
it.
one's called
What? It's
This
like
is
literally
called
one of my favorites.
Rose Garden. And
What?
then we're adding
So pretty.
Mayflowers to it, and Phantom. And then if you want a little bit darker, it's Mouse Gray here.
Oh yes, I love it. Super love it. Wow, this is Rose Garden?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got a touch of yellow, like a touch of neon. Touch, like barely, but it's there, but it's not. But is it?
It's the secret sauce.
Maybe in the right light.
Oh my God, Jodie, it's so beautiful.
Okay, this was a really fun one. It's called Salted Caramel. For all our
Whoa.
neutral lovers.
But that's really beautiful.
It's got some grays and it's got layered browns and rusts, and we thought it would be beautiful with gingerbread. And we also think onyx because there's a really dark
100%. Wow.
fleck in there.
What a beautiful shawl or sweat. I mean, anything, but wow, those speckles are on fire.
Listen. Oh, this is a really good
Ooh,
one.
that's so fun. That looks like spring in a bag.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Yes.
This one's called Algae.
which I love.
Really sour green with a really pretty aquamarine. So we've paired it with prickly pear, and then aquamarine is here because it's got a really pretty blue speckle throughout.
That's gorgeous.
You know what
That as a sock set would look good with the fuzzy peach,
Yeah, wouldn't it?
right? Like it would.
Actually,
I'm trying to find ways to make that fuzzy peach work for me. Because it really, when I look at it, I'm like, eh. Ooh.
We could almost call this fuzzy peach.
Almost.
Almost.
It's just a little
I
lighter than
love
that,
this.
right?
This
That's
is
really
called
pretty.
So Fetch. This speckled. It's got some pinks. You can see the pink in there. It's got the orange. It's got that really slimy green. So we've paired it with grasshopper.
Ooh, I love it.
This is So Fetch, and this is neon coral.
Okay, you
Which-
just reminded me I'm going to Mean Girls this Saturday.
Are
The
you
play,
really?
the musical. I totally forgot. I
That'll be
forget
fun.
everything.
That'll be fun.
But Jody, that's so beautiful.
Okay.
I love that combo.
One more. And this was my MVP. This was
Ooh.
my favorite that came out of the duck. Actually, so was this.
I don't even know how you pick. Yeah, but I love
know.
them all.
This is called Houdini. And it's, you guys.
Why is it Houdini?
I don't know. Because
Just-
I was
it
listening
sounds-
to the song Houdini
Okay,
on the
well, there you
radio.
go.
But
That's
it's
really
like-
amazing.
Like deep cranberry, and there's navy, and there's gray, and there's gold, rich gold colors. So I pulled it with Midnight
Oh yeah.
and Brick.
And you have a dark, dark purple. That would probably look.
Yeah.
I mean, that's beautiful,
Yeah.
Jody. That's so beautiful.
I mean, I could pull the whole wall, but I was trying
That's
to
the
do
thing with
2 or
speckles.
3.
They'll go with so many, like
Yeah.
whatever you like, really. But these are so perfect.
I really want to see this knit up. Just knit up.
I feel like you should. Is this similar to what you're using for your hat?
Yes, but my hat is the Eras Tour.
So not really.
Is that it? No, that is it. This is Houdini.
Okay.
I'm so dumb.
Okay. Because I thought that looked similar.
No, it's got green in it. I think it's very, very similar. But do you know, I think this is me trying the Eras Tour speckling yarn. Maybe I'm wrong. Just a minute. Denim parchment. I don't
Wow,
know.
look at those speckles. Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
I love this so much, this Houdini.
Okay, well, I love it.
We're going to
And I'm embracing the whole seasonal. Like, I love these darker colors in the winter, or I don't know what you call them. But
we're almost ready to move more here.
totally,
right?
it's not that long away. It's
You
really
guys,
not that far away.
this color.
Jody, that's awesome. I also love your rose garden. Like
Yeah.
you said, I think you'll like this. Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah.
Um,
I never promised you a rose garden.
You're funny. Okay, is it here? Oh no, forget it. It's okay. Anyway.
Right
And I
here,
super love
Tracie
Hello
Millar.
Yellow. Hello Yellow for me is such an MVP.
Well, that could go, yeah, maybe not.
What a
but
cute
that's
sock
pretty.
set. That would be such a
Yeah.
cute sock set.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, interesting.
Like just little blips if you're not into the speckle for all
Oh, no,
over. But
are you kidding? Totally into the speckle. I love it. And especially for things like socks. Speaking of socks, Summer Lee sock book.
I pre-ordered it.
I think we're going to be able to stock it in our shop. I talked to Julie Aslin yesterday.
Was she going to try and get it?
Yes, I think she said it's coming.
Yay. Actually, I probably should give you a list. We got to restock, but we've got a lot on our plate right now.
No, I can do that. I can still do that. Yeah, I know myself. There's a
Julie.
few things. And then
I
I,
know,
just
but
thought there's no point in putting in orders over Christmas. Everybody, it's not happening yet
No.
anyway.
No.
So yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to get back on that.
Yeah, Summer Lee, you guys, has brought a
Let me just get a-
brand new,
Let's just get a
all
picture.
new patterns.
Hohe's knitting journal just came up. We got to end this. I got things to do.
Is she doing live right now?
No, she's got a.
Does she record it? She records.
Yeah. She just put up a new video.
A brand new book of all socks.
It's called The Sock Project.
15 patterns.
Crazy.
And just
Amazing.
like learning striping sequences, different, anything you can think of, this sock book is going to have. I think this is going to be an amazing resource for people.
Well, it's super fun. Her color choice could not. I mean,
Yeah.
her color choice always screams. I love it.
Yeah.
Anyway, super fun. Very exciting for the sock knitters that people love knitting socks, which I do.
Every one that she comes out with, I think, oh, and then I think, oh, she topped it
And
again.
brilliant in the simplicity. That's
Yes.
not overcomplicating it, and
No.
people just love it. Some people do knitting resolutions for the new year. Do you have any plans, or do you ever think it? Because I never do personal resolutions. I just feel like
Some people
you can make changes any day. It doesn't have to be because it's January 1st. You can all of a sudden change something over. But
Some people even plan their knitting year.
that's insane. That's crazy.
I just think
I
there's
can't stay
too
that
many
focused.
distractions with new patterns that come
Yeah.
out.
I mean, it's not crazy. It's just something I would not consider because you're right. New things come out and you get kind of. Although I have a few things that I would like to make.
Mm-hmm. Like?
I would love to make a Christmas sweater to wear, where it's specifically.
Like motifs?
Yeah. Ellie of Skandir has beautiful. She's got a cardigan and a pullover and all these motifs in the pattern, and you can do just the yoke or you can do the whole thing. You can put
that's
them
cool.
wherever you want. But
Skandir knits.
Yeah, Skandir knits. It's always appealed to me.
You would wear the shit out of that.
Totally. And I have the most beautiful red from Sonder Yarn. This is called Radio Flyer. It's tomato red.
She's got a sport weight yarn coming.
I know. It's this plus cashmere.
Wow.
This blend plus cashmere.
That plus wow.
Right. Hello. Sign me up. So if anybody I don't know. I'm having such a hard time finding what to do with this red sweater. Is it going to be something where it should be a holiday sweater? Should it be something? Do you feel like a red sweater looks like holidays all year long?
No,
You don't see people wear red sweaters.
I disagree.
You see people wearing red sweaters?
Yeah,
Okay.
all the time.
Liar. You're such a liar. But I love this color. Like, love it.
Is it synonymous with Christmas? Sure, when you think of classic Christmas. But I also think You know what my fucking thing is this year? Knit what you want and knit with what color you want. That's what it's going to be.
So this is a color that calls my, every time I'm going to start a new sweater, I think, oh, I have that red. What should I
Tracie.
make it? What should I make?
It is so, well, I think you've just answered what you should make.
I can
think
make that
you should,
snowflake sweater in this, with all the baubles.
That would be amazing. No, that should be cream.
Okay.
But this,
I just
what if
love with this color.
What about some cream color work or cream?
Yeah, it looks like Christmas.
No, for
That-
yeah, that's what I mean. And then that'll be your Christmas sweater.
Oh, I see what you mean.
What about Santa's? But all year.
What about fa la la, ho ho ho?
But for all year.
But wear it in June. I just love the color.
Yeah.
And I don't think certain colors are synonymous with certain things, but because I love red, but I love red.
What's Magnolia Bloom?
Camilla Vad pattern. Yeah.
I'm sure it's beautiful.
Stunning.
She does stunning patterns.
So I feel like you either do color work or you do texture or
Hi, Cal.
plain old.
I think, Tracie, this is such a good color for you.
I love it.
I cannot believe it has not been a sweater knit for you already, if I'm honest.
Are you sweater shaming me?
Yeah. I think that should be brought to the top of your need to knit.
Okay. I totally.
It is so good.
I know. You're so right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Frances has a red sweater. She wears it every day.
See?
Told you.
There you go. Who said it was just for Christmas? That's dumb. I love red. I've always loved red.
Can I just say this?
No.
How did we get to January 10th?
I don't know. The year's half over.
It's a third of the way through.
I know.
We got to start getting ready for Christmas. You know what? How about
Here's
maybe
my freaking resolution.
Okay. Slow down.
Knit for gifts all year and put them in a box.
No, you said that before. It doesn't work.
I tried it Okay, here's the thing. I said it last year. I didn't really try it. I didn't do it.
If I'm honest, I had socks that I pulled. Who did I give socks to that I pulled? Oh, Shane's mom and somebody else. I have some DK socks done.
Somebody said red sweater for Valentine's, and I was going to put this with hot pink color work. Wouldn't that be nice?
Well,
just because, like, I love red and pink.
that hibiscus with a red, OMG.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I just love that kind of color.
Oh my God.
I mean, I would like to knit mostly from my stash. That's one thing I've been thinking.
well, we know that's not going to happen.
Well, because, I mean, if I'm honest, I don't buy a lot of sweater quantities of yarn. I am so spoiled. So spoiled.
I think you.
And I can't knit fast enough. I've got a beautiful green that I'm casting on next.
Except you should knit. Knit what just makes you happy. Period.
Okay, that's a great resolution.
Just what makes
Don't
you happy.
overthink it. How about
No.
that? Don't overthink it.
That was something we were going to talk about. Yeah, don't overthink it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we were. Did we talk about that?
Well, I did with my pattern, but like
Oh yes,
I was
Jodie.
wondering. Yeah, but it
So when you're trying to think of what to cast on,
like, and I've spent so much time scrolling on Ravelry, but I've always had that moraine sweater.
right?
Like I don't
So
know why
obviously you have color work in your brain.
So why am I overthinking it? And I love this moraine sweater.
Yeah.
It's the weight of the yarn. Like,
Yeah.
knit it.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah. And I know, like, I just went from, let me tell you, this is no joke to knit these fully patterned things. I was done with that when I was done. I
Except-
knew my sweater had to be stockinette. So that cut out lots of, like, textured things.
The nice thing about the moraine, although it's all over color work, it's just little blips. I'm not going to need a chart.
Oh,
I'm
no.
going to be able to look.
That's going to be totally
Yeah.
fine.
Actually, I might cast on today.
You totally should, Jode. Now that you've kind of got it down,
And I swatched with both those.
so you're good to go.
Yeah, I just have to read my swatch and figure out. I hope Tin Can Knits is size inclusive. Just kidding.
Yeah. No, and you know what? They've been like that for so long.
No one does. The size range for newborn to adult,
To like extra large adult.
no one does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love it and I'm here for it. And I just feel like that's how I'm going to spend my money buying patterns now. right? That's part of the thing that's important to me. That's
Yeah.
all.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, this was a blast. Your new yarns are unbelievable, Jody, and it really does make me think spring could be around the corner when you see things like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But red and pink.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, this was a really great day. I didn't not want to come, but I felt like I needed a
Especially
little bit
when
of
it's first thing in the
motivational
morning.
push. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes the first thing in the morning, I'm like,
Star, thank you for joining.
Thank you, BJ.
Don't forget to subscribe. It's free.
Right.
Subscribe to our channel. More people see it that way.
That would be awesome. So
Yeah.
few people that I've watched have gone to Patreon now, where you have to pay for their content, and it's no different. It's like same thing,
Yeah.
but
That's just not our
we're not doing
model. Yeah.
that. No.
That's it.
I feel like when you don't edit your videos, we're not going to charge for them.
No, we're in fact going to pay you to watch our videos.
Right. No, it's so funny. Everybody does their own thing, and it's all well and good.
Right.
But this is us. We're just going to be us. We've got our 8th anniversary of Grocery Girls approaching.
What's the day? February
8
14th?
Years.
February teens?
February 6th, I believe. What do you think about that?
That 8 years has flown.
Do you think that that's
by.
even possible?
No.
But it's true.
8 years. Whisper under
And
the
I don't
door.
have less energy or excitement at
No.
all. It's the same or more.
Wish us happy anniversary below the video. Just kidding. Don't do that.
She's bossy. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just
So
think
fun.
it's crazy to think about it when it comes around that it's been 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it just is part of our life now, right?
I would love to do more things knitting related. Like get more out into the world, and we have things planned this year, but I mean, I'm loving, being in part of this community and not,
Totally.
that.
Totally. I love it too.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right. It's just a lot of juggling. But yeah, I think I would love to take some opportunities to do some little like day trips and bring back videos that way for people to share, kind of Grocery Girls on the road is so much fun, and we just don't do enough of it anymore.
Airdrie has one coming up
This weekend?
right away.
Creekside Yarn Festival?
Yes, you guys, if you're in the Calgary area or want a little road
Yes.
trip, Airdrie is a bedroom community right outside of Calgary.
Absolutely.
And the lineup, they had a ton of vendors.
Oh, I know. And for some reason, we never go to that one, and I know why. Usually the roads are terrible. It's a 3-hour drive for us on the highway. Usually it's very snowy, and that Edmonton-Calgary highway can be brutal. So we've never really gone to that one, only because of the timing of the year. It's a giant bummer, but I would love to. And you're right. It's so many of our favorite all of our favorite Alberta vendors.
They really are.
So I hope people go out there and support that, because it's very important to support our
January 20th. So next weekend, guys.
January 20th. There we go.
I mean, there's no reason we couldn't go
I mean,
for the day.
I just want to go. No, there is no reason.
Like
other
car
than,
trip.
yeah. Well, maybe we should just see what the weather's like, and if it's good, we'll go. Or we could rent. Wouldn't it be fun to get a driver to drive you 3 hours?
Fucking Chipotle for lunch. Tracie.
We're cheap. We are so easy to please.
This is going to come together. I can feel it. I can feel it in my Creekside bones.
Well, it would be fun because we
Wouldn't
don't.
it?
Yes, we don't do local.
Get in the
road
car
trips
at 9
often enough.
o'clock. Stop for Chipotle.
Yeah.
Do the afternoon. Oh, Bob's your on-call.
Well, and because we're not there a terribly long time. Like you're home by dinner.
Right.
Leave it.
I mean, yes.
8:30. Hit Starbucks.
Amber. Get in, bitch. We're going for a car ride. Oh, Allie, you're back. Come here. Over here. She's so sweet. Come here,
She's
babe.
getting so fluffy. I have to get her
No,
haircut.
don't. I love it.
I have to.
Come here, sweet girl. Turn around and I'll pick
She
you up.
was a little bit quiet the other day. Hi, Bean. Aw,
Are
your little face
serious?
is so. She needs a trim. Hi, Bean. How's my girl?
Look at her fluff.
Yeah, she's very fluffy.
She's-
It's too cold to get your dog's haircut.
She's little. It is too cold, actually.
Yeah, I'll just give her a bath and a brush.
Oh, I wonder how long her hair would grow. Would it grow
I
like a
don't
Shih
know.
Tzu to the ground?
I don't know. We've always just had her shaved, and we just haven't for the last couple of months. But she is a cutie. Georgia keeps hassling me. Ellie needs a knit dog sweater. Let me tell you, if you lay a sweater on the couch or the bed, she lays on it. She loves
Really
knits. She is a Havanese cross. She's mostly Havanese with a little bit of I don't know what.
And 100% perfect.
100% trouble. She barks like you would not believe, and I've never seen a dog get so much vertical.
Georgia, have you seen Ellie?
Vertical lift. She comes to the door.
Georgia, we're podcasting.
We are, and you missed the whole thing. Ellie's been here the whole morning.
Oh my god.
I've decided I want to go see Mean Girls, so your mom and I are going to go.
Auntie Jody wants to go with you. The
that's-
tickets are actually Georgia's. I said, you don't have to take me.
Take me.
You don't like musicals.
That's true. Some of them I do.
Jody's like, oh, I want to go to that. It's a musical. Ew. Ew. Forget it.
Oh, God, I love a dog that'll cuddle. I love an animal that will stay with me and cuddle like
She's
a
a
baby.
great cuddler. A great cuddler.
That's why I think I would excel it at the baby nurseries as a baby
Oh,
cuddler.
I know.
That's a thing.
I had the weirdest dreams last night, you guys. I don't know. I think it's menopause.
Did you have a baby?
No, but there was a wedding and you, Mom, this is so funny. It's so not, I've never had a dream like this before. Mom was on a cruise with us, and then she got mad at me and said something like, Jody's going to take my hand because she's the one that takes care of me. It was like
Oh my God.
bizarre.
Well, we were
It's
on a
never
cruise?
been, I don't
Did
know.
we love it?
I don't know. It was just all these things in my brain melding together. But it was just like so over the top weird because it's so funny. Like we're all close and funny, and she was, I don't know, it was so weird. Just bizarre. And you wake
That
up
is
and you
so
go, what the heck was that?
That is so funny.
I know. Bizarre. Okay, we better go.
Okay, we have.
You got to go cast on your sweater.
Yeah. No, my yarn will not be at Canmore. I guess I could have, and had Jordan have a table, but no, I didn't think of that. Anyway,
And maybe another day.
have a great 2 weeks.
Yes.
Knit if you want to, don't if you don't feel like it.
Craft, don't craft. But whatever you do, make sure it brings you joy, whatever that is.
Yeah,
Let's just go down that road
yeah.
every day.
2024 is going to be a
Days
good
can be
year.
tough, but you know what? Carve out, a tiny bit of time if you can for yourself.
Yeah.
And we love you.
Yeah.
We'll see you in 2 weeks right
Bye
here.
bye.